These are yesterday's highlights. Parenting, marriage, pills, secrets, and John sounding one nap from the afterlife.
Today the poll goes like this. What makes a prank a good parenting moment instead of just a cheap laugh? Hey, we got today's question. Today's question is this one. Where is the line between fun parenting and weak parenting?
Usually right when dad laughs and mom stops laughing.
What is ahead on today's show? I got a bunch of crazy shit.
Perfect. Calm mornings are for people with dental plans.
I got a monologue dropping later today on men don't need more hype.
Thank you. Most men are not undermotivated. They are over bullshitted.
No, you need a higher standard. We all need a higher standard. No motivation porn, just a conversation about standards, the kind that actually build discipline.
I wonder if that's what that said. I was like, my dyslexia kicking, or is that to really say throbbing hot dog?
That is already the dumbest sentence of the day.
It's his and Cheryl's anniversary today, so we might have to get. So they got fucking married on April Fools.
Getting married on April 1 is insane confidence.
Yeah, you never know.
Just destroy birthdays. I tell all my buddies, I say, look, let's just make a deal. Don't fucking call me because I'm gonna forget to call you.
That is not friendship. That is two grown men managing disappointment.
It's like there's a possibility I might not get up from this nap. So shower just in case.
That is the most old guy nap sentence I've ever heard.
It's like the witching hour, John. Everybody around you is like, fuck, the guy's gonna turn into a pumpkin here pretty soon.
Everybody knows that one friend whose battery dies in public.
Better get him home. It's funny because there's been times that I like you, I'm sure. You'll leave a place, you'll get on an airplane, you get to the next place, and you actually don't even remember what happened in between the two destinations. Because it's like you're sleepwalking, eh?
We'd film like 4 episodes in one fucking day. And then I would finish working about midnight again.
I've been to Mexico City once. I could not get over how many freaking people were there.
Keith hit one crowded city and instantly wanted 4 acres in silence.
Like the density of humanity. I'm looking around and I'm like, holy smoke-a-ronies, man. Like, Johnny, I live in a country of 30 million.
Goodness. Yeah, hammer time. Compression. That's fucking guaranteed compression fractures.
Americans copying Mexicans. Lucha Libre destroys any of that WWE shit you got.
Lucha Libre looks like two cousins settling a grudge in church clothes.
The ones that'll paralyze you, and the ones that you can get up and say, fuck, I think I just broke my neck.
Wrestling is the only job where that might not end the shift.
If you're injured to the point where you can't get up, you have to figure out a way to fucking finish the match if you can.
Google dropped a paper yesterday freaking the entire Bitcoin industry out.
Every crypto guy just checked his phone like it owed him rent.
They're talking now that by 2030, quantum computing might break Bitcoin encryption.
Does anybody ever get fucking run over by a bus they see coming?
9 servings of ultra-processed food a day.
Some people heard that and quietly defended their Tuesday.
No shit. Will raise your heart attack risk by almost 70%.
Now you're on the merry-go-round. I don't think you're understanding me. This is not a little slot thing. This is like a Tupperware this big filled with bottles.
That is not a pill setup. That is a side table with payroll.
Yes.
It was like it was like half of a fucking 8-ounce cup of pills. And these are not vitamins. This is not fish oil. This is medication.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that is the epitome of the subscription model.
Yeah, your medicine got a gym membership and auto renew.
100%.
Because every time the doctor says, oh, we need to do this, it's fucking perfect.
A lot of people trust confidence way too fast.
Yes.
He loves it because, oh, I get to fix this problem. Not having an idea that this leads to that.
And our first initial face-to-face meeting after going back and forth was on April 1st. So we ended up getting engaged.
Honor
2
the
years
day,
later
baby.
On April 1st. And then we just got married on April 1st.
That marriage better be funny or it's a long year.
But that was the April Fool's prank that we pulled on them at our wedding and whatnot.
If everybody's going to treat marriage like an old fucking shoe, you might as well make some money off of it.
John can turn any emotional topic into a side hustle.
Someone once told me that when I was in marketing and whatnot, it said some people have life and then some people have style, but not many people have lifestyle.
That sounds like advice from a guy wearing expensive shoes.
You execute that habit long enough, it becomes part of your lifestyle. Then once it's your lifestyle long, it becomes a state of mind. Once it's a state of mind, it becomes who you are. Now it's just the way that you live your life. It's just it's not a habit.
So there's a guy that has a very disciplined habit and he's a very, very successful director, producer, writer, and I know we have all enjoyed his films over time. His name's Christopher Nolan. He prints all of his scripts on red paper.
Of course he does. Even his printer has a process.
Commitment is just simple. It's the daily willingness to do every day what other people will not.
That is why discipline wins. It is boring and it works.
Extraordinary people do the things that ordinary people are not willing to do. Well, you know, sometimes we know when we're not comfortable in our skin and we have a little authority, we tend to go overboard. So, you know, your energy, you can pick up when someone is not right. You know, he said, you can do a lot of things on your own, but one thing you can't do is build your own character. You need other people to build your character.
Correct. Mostly by being annoying as hell.
It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
It's time to be a good actor right now. It's like, I see this motherfucker. I got to be an actor right now.
Yes, and okay. I'm not going to take his energy on. I'm gonna keep my lid closed. I'm gonna let him keep his bullshit. So I was still humble. I stayed humble. I said, I'm gonna brain fuck this guy and just kill him with kindness. You know, just kill him with kindness.
That is every working man smiling because rent is due.
And I stroked his ego.
Recognizing that situation and knowing that it's I don't need to be right. I just need to get what I want. You allow yourself to be bullied.
Okay.
Bullying is this. You only have power over me when I give it to you. But there are people in the world who are weaker. When you're trying to step on somebody's neck to destroy their existence in one way or the other,
And that's a difference.
And that's the fuck. Once you develop that knee-jerk reaction of reacting, you just run from one reaction to the next. Your whole life's a reaction.
It says we can be a thermostat or a thermometer.
That's it.
The thermometer measures the temperature, and the thermostat sets the temperature.
That line alone could fix half of management.
You control the climate. You know,
When you walk into a room, you can reset the temperature if you're a thermostat. Anything that'll make a sound fits in this motherfucker.
Because if you can hit, squeeze, or manipulate it to make a sound, it can count as percussion. So they have called Hellman's mayonnaise. It actually makes a sound, so it's now considered a musical instrument. And somebody actually, Dwayne, recorded a full song using only mayonnaise as the instrument.
This is why aliens do not visit.
We'll make it happen, baby.
Yes,
Everything is figure outable, you know. So you know, right is right. You know, when you got stuff in writing and got protocol to follow, and you veil from that, you know, there's. No, to every action there's a penalty or rewards.
The Department of War Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says, no punishment, no investigation, carry on, patriot.
That is every bad boss speech with a flag behind it.
It's like Top Gun, man. Goose was just sitting in the back fucking along for the ride, and Maverick kept getting him in trouble. When you push yourself, there's going to be a consequence. Period. End of story.
We were creative. We take fucking garbage cans and take a damn a plywood board and put the garbage can under it and fly off of that shit, pop willies and run into a pole and bust your fucking head off.
That is just childhood before paperwork existed.
So this is a contest, and they actually ran out of numbers trying to score this guy because they'd never seen anything like it before.
That is the dream, being so good math quits.
No, I ain't do it that quite like that. But we made the damn plywood boards and the garbage cans and go over cars and stuff like that, hoping another car wasn't coming in another direction when you did shit like that. When you're a kid, you know, you get creative and you're not thinking about fear.
As human beings, we have so many more choices than we understand. And we've kind of been programmed to live in a certain way, when in actuality, that programming is it's false. The majority of reactions for people are to other people who they don't even fucking know. So you're allowing strangers to dictate how you live your life, what mood you live your life in. So learn to respond, overreact, and your life will change.
Honestly, that would fix a lot of marriages.
Guys, we're going to talk family secrets. You know, there are secrets, I think, in every family. And it's one of those things that, you know, they creep around us. And then it comes down to the grind of them. And how do we hide them? And what are the things we talk about and don't talk about? So every family has secrets. And sometimes we think secrets are shields. And we think that by burying the trauma. And listen, I don't want to talk about some of the crazy shit, but just family stuff that we're like, we're not going to talk about that outside of the house. Do family secrets destroy families?
Yes, then everybody acts shocked 20 years later.
Yeah. When you get a grip on who you are, you don't fucking care what people think. So it's really about secrets outside the home.
Inside the house, people call that keeping the peace.
Because there's research shows that 97% of us are hiding something significant,
And the other 3% are just oversharing at lunch.
and that silence isn't strength wall.
And you don't. Not everybody. Not everybody on this planet's gonna like or enjoy or even appreciate me, and that's fine. I was fucking scared to death what people thought when I was young.
The trigger for me, John, was acknowledging that what I could accomplish with money. And I don't mean that in a shallow way. I just mean that in a way of, I could use money to live the life that I want to live, Anderson, not what the rest of society wants me to live.
My way doesn't please everyone. It pleases me.
Not everyone is worthy of our energy and pleasing people.
A lot of grown men need that on a hoodie.
So it comes down to what source am I operating from? Am I being kind? Am I being kind to someone to get something from it, or just out of the kindness of my heart?
Well, you know, and the thing about that, I totally agree with that, brother. But just stop expecting shit from anybody, and it fucking kills the whole thing. It's our expectations that let us down. And here's the thing: have expectations of yourself, not other people, and you're going to be fine.
I felt like I learned like this biggest moment in my life in that moment. Because because I was the guy, like Dwayne going, I just fucking held the door for you. Why don't you hold the door for me? Like, why are you being a dick?
He said, if you never want to be disappointed in life, don't put any expectations on anyone. No expectations, you'll never be disappointed.
I do expect a level of professionalism with John,
Men will say professionalism before admitting they actually rely on you.
just like he expects with me.
If I communicate to you, say, okay, I'm going to be here at 8 o'clock, and
Right.
you agree for me to be there, I expect you to keep your word. Now, the level of which I'm disappointed is another thing. So to John's point, what do you do to go through all of the dirt and the shit to find those nuggets of diamonds? You're still going to have to be exposed to it one way or the other.
Yeah.
You know?
It's called setting a standard, right? It's called setting a standard.
Dude, not many people fucking create a company before it's really needed and sell it for $50 million. So, okay, this old fucker knows something. Expectations is just like this. It's like this really fucking watered down version of what we're talking about.
Guys, talk to your wives about sex.
There it is. The conversation half of marriage keeps dodging.
Wives talk to guys about sex. There's nothing, like, we all have penises, we all have vaginas, they go into each other, that's when we make babies. But yet, John and Dwayne, for some reason, we just won't sit down and talk about sex with our partners.
If I put sex as a priority to justify my existence with my mate and my marriage, to justify the level of happiness based on this level of sex, what happens if I, God forbid, I become a paraplegic tomorrow? I can't perform sex, so now what happens? I disagree with personally making sex the ruler of the union
If one thing becomes a scoreboard, both people lose.
and the depth of the relationship, because it's supposed to be, you know, you ride or die not when I'm doing good, not when I'm doing bad. I develop erectile dysfunction, which you gonna fucking throw me out, you know? So everybody has different views, but I disagree with that concept of sex being the money maker of the relationship.
Fucking talking. They're sitting next to each other in fucking bed on their fucking phones.
Well, because I think the question starts with, first of all, why did you decide to stick your balls through the hole in the seat?
That is a question nobody expects before lunch.
That's the first question I had to ask. And I showed
not at
because you
all.
go to the mall anywhere today, it is not like the mall we grew up with.
Yeah, I would have to say if I had a choice between having some piss on me or some shit, I'll take the piss every time.
Like, that is efficient, man. That is, and I've seen hippos in real life. I was in Kenya there. I saw like that's efficient. I was like, wow, that is an efficient use of equipment.
Keith saw that and immediately turned into a process consultant.
Lead with positivity for sure. It's easier to follow positivity than negativity.
But basically, at the end of the day, you need to figure out which decisions belong to you and which ones you are holding on to just because of fear.
It's like, why do you have doubt? He's like, I don't have doubt. You either are good or you're not. Why waste any energy on doubt?
Yeah, so there are leaders out there who are carrying stuff that doesn't belong to them, and they're calling it leadership.
Oh,
right?
I see. Yeah.
They're calling it leadership, but it's really not. It's fear. No, something that someone can do at least 70% as well as you can. Let that shit go.
Hey guys, modern men like all of us listening right now, we do not need more motivation. That is why you are here. That's why you're hanging out with me on the show. No, I suspect that modern men do not need more motivation. No, what do we need? We need better standards.
That right there is the whole damn point.
That is the absolute, unequivocal truth. But motivation is not the issue. No, it's not. It's your standards. Your standards are the issue. Because standards are what remain when the mood disappears. That is where the truth is. Because a man's life is not built by what excites him in a moment. We all have our moments. Guys, look in your pants. Look at the hot one across the street. There's a moment. Oh, I want her. I want her. I want her. It's a moment. But that's not your life being built in that excited moment. No, it's built by what you refuse to negotiate. Nope, I'm keeping it in the pants. I got my ride or die at home. That's the standard you're setting. And that is where a lot of men are losing themselves right now. No, we are losing it because we keep lowering the bar. And then we're like, oh, the collapse is normal. But when you set a standard, Dwayne Whitaker, that standard costs something. That's why this matters. Because when a man has a low standard for himself, it infects everything around you. We try to solve it all by sitting down and watching another fucking motivational video. Let's pull it up on Instagram. I'm looking for one right now. No, that's not what we want to do, because that's a dopamine hit. That's not discipline. Dopamine. So, dopamine or discipline? That is stimulation pretending to be transformation. So the real question is this: what standard are you actually living by on a Tuesday afternoon or a Thursday afternoon or a Wednesday like right now? Or especially on the weekend when there's no one checking? That's the whole game, guys. Because those standards, those accumulative decisions along the way, that is what creates identity. And that identity creates the behavior, because when a man has standards like all of you, you stop debating with yourself all day. The options, gone. You train because that's what you do. You make decisions to advance because that's what you are. Discipline, cosplay strength, branding. There's too much fake alpha energy from men whose actual lives are just full of inconsistency. A standard walks into the room, you don't even know it, but you feel the standard. Oh, there's John. He's setting the standard. Because standards do not need to announce themselves. No. Look around you. They show up in your body. They show up in your calendar. They show up in your word, your home, your habits, your bank account. We need to stop asking ourselves every day whether we're going to do the things they already know matter. Modern men, you guys don't need more motivation. None of us need more motivation. We need better standards. We need more self-respect. Because guys, we know this. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. But standards, guys, they build the man.
That was yesterday's highlights. Full show is next. Bring coffee and better standards.
You ever notice how some people don't have a type? They have a pattern. Like every relationship starts with, this one's different, and ends with, how the hell did I end up here again? Same red flags, different outfit. Some of you aren't unlucky in love. You're just incredibly consistent at picking the wrong people. So we need to talk about it. Only on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
Good morning and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation designed to help you start your day with some momentum. Hello, my name is Keith Billis. I'm the CEO of MITL Studio. Come check into the show. Come say hello. Mornings.live over on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network. Come hit like, come hit subscribe, show your proof, and build your streak with us every single morning. Yeah, true story. The future belongs to those people who can still make you listening in right now feel what's real. Oh, hey. Right one, even when it almost seems like it's going to be disaster. More importantly, we're going to get into how to break that cycle before it costs you another year, another relationship, or just another piece of yourself. It's like I keep picking the wrong person, the wrong friend, the wrong partner, the wrong job. I just pick the wrong things. Why? But hey, but first, welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation. This is the part of the show you skip forward. Yeah, because I'm doing it again. Standard R-rated experience. True story. Yes, we offend people on this show. So if you're offended by bad words, you might be offended by what we're going to say on the show here today. So just a warning, guys, this is an R-rated experience. If you got the parents around kids, get the parents out of the room, strap them up, just drive them out of the room, children. And tell them you're leaning in for some time with Keith and John this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Hey guys, if you're new here, and some of you are new here, good morning, Shed Friend. If you're new here, I invite you to come hit the like, hit the subscribe, and come drop a comment in the channel. I would love to hear from you, love to hear where you're joining us from, and of course, you got to come check in. Yes, check into mornings.live, our companion experience that keeps the show going when the show is over. Head on over in your browser to www.mornings.live. Yeah, it's like 1988 right now. Mornings.live. Check in with Nation. And while you're on that tab, you can check in, build a streak. Because here's the thing. Some of us are looking for accountability partners. People that will, just be there when we need them. Sometimes you're looking for somebody who's just there. You know, when you go to the gym or you go to a place of familiarity, that person's always there, and you're like, well, I'm going to miss if they're not there. You build some accountability. And next thing you know, repetition breeds in. Well, that's what the show's all about. So I invite you to go check into the show. And it is a great way to build a silent, listen, if you're not telling anybody, to build a silent streak and just knock some milestones off. And next thing you know, you just might even be hitting some audacious goals like the rest of us here in the lab, like Mike Sullivan, who, of course, is always getting up and after it. The big OG here in the Mornings in the Lab community. Come on over, mornings.live, to check into the show. And while you're at it, we also got a little snooze tracker on snoozetracker.mornings.live because today, if you have been tuning into the show since the beginning of the year, and if you have been snoozing all along, you are now about 13 hours and 48 minutes of your life behind the guy who has not been. So if you're competing with Sullivan, I know the guy doesn't snooze. You're actually a day and a half behind him. I'm sorry, you're a half a day behind him. Yeah, he's a full half a day ahead of you right now, Mike Sullivan. So I'd invite you guys to not hit that snooze button and get up and get after those big goals because that is how you are going to achieve greatness in life. And hey, guys, we got the poll, of course, on the companion app as well at mornings.live. We got the poll. We got two things. We got the poll. We got the question. Let's start with the question. What is one personal habit you have that makes it difficult for others to be close to you? You know what? We should ask Anderson that one. I wonder if it's burping or farting or just being John. Hey, I wonder what it is. And I'm wondering, so for me, what is one personal habit that I have that makes it difficult for, well, maybe when I'm picking my nails. Just saying, like on the couch or something, or just sitting there and, just picking my toenails. Maybe that drives my family nuts. Listen, we all pick our toenails. And I know sometimes in private you pick your nose. I know Kai was catching me pick my nose one morning. Yeah, just pick them. I'm just digging away for gold there. So when you pick your nails, what would be the thing that would drive people away from you? I'm just curious. Do you bite your nails? Maybe you're just dropping bombs, just farting away in the elevator. Imagine walking into the elevator with Maya and Sophia Grant and just dropping a big flatulent steam, just steaming out of the elevator. Maybe they don't want to be close. Maybe that's why Frankie wasn't in the elevator with Sophia and Maya this morning. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering if that's why they weren't in there. Yeah, often. I'm just wondering that. And then we got producer Kai, who yesterday revealed to myself and Melissa, let's just say we talked poo emojis for a while. Yeah, let's just say that producer Kai was caught on the show for a couple of hours and creating poo emojis in her head the whole time. Yeah, just the whole time. She was just wondering about poo emojis. I'm like, I know. Yeah, I think she's relating a little bit to John Anderson on that one. True story. Yeah, so you'll get everything on this show that you don't get elsewhere. You will get everything on this show you will not get elsewhere. I promise you that. We'll talk picking toenails, picking noses, poo emojis, all that great stuff. Yeah, 100%. And then you got Maya and Sophia in the elevator dropping flames. Neiman, I bet you the reason that Maya had that expression on her face because Sophia just dropped some silent gas in the elevator there. I'm sure that's what it was. I'm sure it's like a and then Maya's like, oh, what's that? Yeah, just wondering aloud. Just wondering about that exactly. Yeah. So guys, we got the poll, we got the check-in. Oh, we got the poll. So when you feel an intense, immediate connection with someone, how do you view it? Is it like this rare natural chemistry? Is it like this warning sign of a bad pattern? That was Neiman's impression when she met me. Oh yeah, I met Neiman a couple years ago, and I'm sure it was like a warning sign. She's like, oh, this guy's pretty fucking out there. But then I think her husband's like, well, you might want to just maybe pay attention. I know he's out there, but maybe just want to pay attention. Or she's like, interesting, but I need more data. And then sure enough, a couple years later, she's patiently hanging out with me still. Thank you, Neiman. So is it rare natural chemistry? Is it a warning sign of a bad pattern? Or is it interesting, but I need more data? And my team all around me is like, all of the above. And I think with Keith and John, there was some rare natural chemistry that came out. So when you feel this instant, intense connection with someone, how do you view it? Rare, warning, or interesting? There you go. There's your questions this morning on the daily poll this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. All right, we got a bunch of big topics on the counter today. Listen, guys, I'm pretty jacked today. You know when you're building a house or you're building something and you feel like you're just in like all around you there's just construction everywhere, but you can see it coming, the shape coming to life. Like the walls are up and that so you guys can't see what's going on behind the scenes. And I know you guys just see the show in front of you, but behind the scenes it's just in shambles. All apart, pieces everywhere, people doing different things. And I don't say that in a negative way. I just say that I'm excited to get through this mess as we get into next week and the week after, where this show and everything we're producing is going to keep getting better. And I'm excited to get through the show. I'm excited to enjoy the show today and then after to get after it. Because a lot of big things going on behind the scenes that you guys can't see. And I'm excited to share along the way. So, so that's what it feels like here at the Mornings in the Lab live network, Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, MITL studio. Oh man, great conversation yesterday with some folks in the entertainment business. Like, hey, can we do a music channel together? Yeah, let's do it. So, looks like MITL studio is going to put a pilot together for a music channel. Yes, characters, humans coming together, creating VHS, VH1 MTV circa 1989. True story. So Neiman's got some work cut out for her. Excited about that one. So that we're looking to do a May launch on that one, and I'm hoping to share more along the way with you guys. But I am jacked about that one. And here's the thing, Nation. If you've been paying attention to us, it's like a pilot. It's a pilot. So if it works, what happens with the pilot? The pilot takes off and it goes. So, but you know what's really cool is that we've been dropping so people watch our clips, people watch our show, you know, even if it's not live on demand, we share it. And I'm often questioned, what's up, Whitaker? Good morning, family. You're up and at 'em today, Whitaker. Good job, brother. You know, and I show people our content and they're like, is that real? Is that guy real? Is that not guy real? So excited to do this music pilot. I'm going to share it with Johnny here in a couple minutes with the guys, some guys out of the, with some folks. We'll leave them nameless at the moment while we're going to build that project up. All right. Well, listen, I see that he made it into the lab. I'm not sure I'm not sure what he pulled out of the garage today. I have no clue what he pulled out of the garage. But the morning loop, well, it starts right now, and John Anderson is coming along with it.
Jimmy's still missing. Longevity must have gone overtime. Kai, you good today? Yesterday looked like the longest urgent bathroom summit in broadcast history. We were worried. Not compassionate enough to stop joking, but definitely worried. John, that man is absolutely seeing his bidet like a trusted life coach today. So we've got missing legends and bathroom revelations. Good. Let's start the show. Welcome back to the circus, nation.
What's up, brother? I can't see you in that.
Not a chance.
No.
Dude, if I drove that in my fucking neighborhood, my neighbors would be they would fucking shoot me.
You and me both, actually.
Dude, Jesus Christ!
I love that one though. That's
we all pride ourselves in having very expensive homeowners, so vehicles like that don't end up in this neighborhood.
Fuck, so funny, man. Such an unexpected twist with the vehicle this morning. That's pretty fucking good. I gotta tell you, unexpected twist though, man. I know Kai is new to our team. Kai is new to you. Sorry, Kai, I'm going here. Yesterday after the show, she pulled a John Anderson.
What's
She's
that?
like, oh man, I gotta go for a shit. I'm like, what? She's like, oh yeah, I've been sitting here holding her for a couple hours.
Did she use the word shit?
Oh, multiple times. I thought I was talking to John. I thought I was talking to John Anderson. She's yeah.
You got to say it like it is.
She was talking about her irritable bowel syndrome or whatever it was, but yes, she said shit. Oh no! So hold on. No, she said shit, Neiman. She said multiple. She said dumb. She said shit. She said all of it. But she's definitely one of the crew, Anderson. One of the crew.
Good. That's what needs to do. Is Jimmy still off?
Yeah,
Jimmy's still off. Fucking sucking cocks as a goddamn fluffer in Japan somewhere.
I got a clip from Jimmy today. He's with his family out in the ocean somewhere, floating around in some boats. He's having some fun, but oh man, that's pretty funny, dude. How are you, man? I'm excited today. I'm in a good mood today, dude. I busted out of my bed this morning. Before my alarm, I shot up. I actually did count a few Johnnies this morning in the shower. It was cold, and I was ready to go. Just fucking ready to rock and roll today, man. Just ready to go today, like ready to go. You know when you're because I know you know this metaphor. When you're building a house or you're building something, there's always construction and you're living with kind of just everything around you, but you can see through it, like what it's going to look like.
It's your imagination.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yes. So like right now behind the scenes, you can't see, but I've been doing a lot of like building, a lot of work that's going to keep moving this thing forward, especially now that we're in second quarter. And you may have heard, I was talking to some guys yesterday. I'll share some cryptic business news with you. Had a conversation with a couple folks yesterday who want us to create a pilot, a music channel type pilot, Anderson, where think old school VH1, think old school MTV, think old school Keith and John type human characters interacting with like AI VJ characters over there, and then introducing music like old school, like you and I grew up with.
Yeah,
so,
no, I'm with you. I'm just imagining.
Yeah, I know you are. Yeah, I know you are. Yeah. So I'm working on producing something behind the scenes for a May 2nd launch, a Saturday night launch on a big American television network.
I say a launch of the trailer or
the launch of the pilot. Like, so the goal is we're going to test the pilot on a Saturday evening on their network, and if it goes over well, I'm going to come to the table and fund the pilot. It's going to be my contribution to it. And they said if it goes well, we'd be more than happy to roll this out to the other channels and other programming. But they've watched our stuff. They've seen our stuff. They're confused because they're not understanding what's real, what's not. They're curious. They're interested in the engagement by how it all works. So yeah, I got we're gonna do it's gonna be a 30-minute show, 24 minutes of content, right, with the characters and the humans, and then 6 minutes of commercials. So we'll see how it all comes together. I'll keep you in the loop on it, man. So I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah.
This sounds interesting. Sounds new, which is good.
Well, that's exactly it. Yeah, that's exactly it. So that's about a month from now. So work behind the scenes on that and putting that thing together, so that the viewer at home would be watching this and not really understanding what's real, what's not real, just like our experience here, right? So yeah, it's good. Good.
So it sounds like when you meet with these people, one of the biggest questions is what's real and what's not.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm wondering. I keep playing that in my head.
Yeah.
I'm curious because, of course, you're asking questions about points of interest. I
Yes.
wonder why that's one of their points of interest.
Well, you know what? I'm really glad you asked that, because I was talking with this with Carter yesterday and just some of my family yesterday. It's incredible to me, Johnny, how much interest there is in our characters. Like, so we have Character Engine that creates them. We create IP around them, right? So, for example, if you wanted to, let's say, license the John Anderson character, we haven't talked about this, but you theoretically could license him, put him in your branding, put him in your merchandise, and use him for things. Well, another person we're talking about putting in the network, we're going to launch with her in a month. She was a guest on our show, Sarah, in the Supply Chain Network. She equally fascinated by this character thing, like what you can do with them, how you can engage with them, the storytelling.
Is it because that they realize they can put on a show without actually being there?
That and the ability to do additional storytelling. Right, like Sarah came to me. I don't want to reveal some of the details, but she came to me and said, "Hey, so could we do this and do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we could." She's like, "Oh, interesting." Right. So you kind of think about think about our characters. Think about
the possibilities are fucking wide open. I'm just curious what because that point of interest, what's real, what not.
Yes,
that could go 1,000 directions.
So the guys down in the States, John, are quite intrigued because they're seeing this, and you can appreciate this, as an ability to scale. So,
you could fucking scale unbelievably because you're not dependent on people.
Well, you know what he said to me? He's like, "So hold on a second." He says, "Keith, could you dub these characters in different languages so we can do this show in America and then do the same show in, I don't know, license it in Poland and then in
anywhere
Germany?"
you want to.
I said, "Absolutely." He's like, "Oh." I says, "Yeah." and that's the same thing with our show. Like, you know this, but let me just say it out loud. Like, this is Mornings in Live with Keith and John. You take Keith and John out of here, put in Joe and Steve, they could use Sterling and Preston and Frankie and Tommy, all the clips that we do. And instead of John driving in that fucking goofy car today, you put Joe in the car. Like we've created this format. We have created a format that you could transplant out and sell it to somebody, just like morning radio station in Los Angeles where you drove to San Diego. You're like, wait a minute, it's the same fucking music, because they're just saying this. It's a format, as you know, right? So so that's what we're building here, and like I said, the character intrigue has been quite fascinating to me. The ability to do many things is quite interesting to me. Like, people are asking a lot of questions, and we're leading the charge with it. And because we do this daily and we do it live, there's a lot of curiosity around how we actually bring it to life in real time. It's been fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's obviously doing lots of shit that people aren't used to seeing. That's what it comes down to. It goes right down to the statement of, if you want to be great, you just got to do what other people are not. That's exactly it. Yeah. Well, and then again, I'm repeating myself, but I want to in this point, when they see our stuff, it's just very different. Like, visually, so visually you look different, that, but you do. Visually, I have a different look to me. Our show visually looks different. So when somebody sees us, so at first Cheryl was telling me she had a guest on her show yesterday, and she's like, "I'm used to doing podcasts, Cheryl, but I got off your show and I'm just trying to wrap my head around what I've just experienced, because it's like a TV show. Like, what we produce, it's like a TV show. It's not like regular podcast, right?" So, you know how these guys, if they really want to look closely, if you're listening, you can tell who's the one that's making these characters, because in person, the person who's making the characters doesn't look as good.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
Hey, so I'm a nerd with this next. I'm kind of curious how much you are. I've grown up my whole life curious about space. So yesterday we went back to space. They launched that rocket out of Florida. The Artemis rocket ship launched to space. And it's funny because back in the olden days when you and I were growing up, it would have been like the biggest news on the planet yesterday. A lot of people kind of yawned through it. It was like, oh yeah, big deal. But it's actually a pretty big deal. You know, they're flying around the moon right now. But Kai, let's set this conversation up. I want to have a chat with Johnny about the Artemis space launch to space.
Set it up, Kai. Come on, baby.
Yeah. Maybe not.
She's got another
50. Last night, 8.8 million pounds of thrust sent 4 humans toward the moon. First time in 54 years. I can't believe it. The Artemis 2 mission is finally happening.
Artemis 2 launched from Cape Canaveral. Tonight, they fire the burn that commits them to the moon. No turning back.
54 years since Apollo 17. An entire generation grew up thinking we were done out there.
Victor Glover, first black astronaut on a lunar mission. Christina Koch, first woman. History doesn't wait for perfect timing.
54 years, man. Since first time since we're up there. And I know we were talking.
Was the name Christina Koch? Boy, she had a lot of fun in middle school, didn't she? With people playing with that name.
God, it is Christina Koch.
I mean, of all the first names to put with it, too, you know?
Yeah.
I guess it almost doesn't matter what. Samantha Koch, Christina Koch, Julie Koch. How's it spelled? And here's the thing that would have been difficult because it would have been, yes, it's Christina Koch with a K. Yeah. And Christina, I'm not busting you up. I'm feeling for you, babe, because I went through I was called Pud for fucking 5 years.
Pud?
P-U-D.
Pud. What?
P-U-D. Yeah, I mean, that not even a word, just a sound that you can tell the sound is pathetic.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, think about it. That not 3 letters that sound pathetic. That's got to be at the top of the list.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So, and even as the parent, right? So like, what are you thinking when you're naming your child at that point? Like, your last name is Koch.
Well, I think if your last name is Koch, you think, let's just say that we're, husband and wife, you can be the wife.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to say, honey, no matter what we name her, she's kind of screwed. So let's just forget that we're Cox. Let's just decide on a first name that we like.
And then the rest of it is her problem. So when they get old, that's up to them to deal with the last name being a Koch.
Well, clearly, whatever she dealt with, right?
Yeah.
With that name served her well because she's fucking circling the moon right now.
Yeah. Yes. So I do have to throw a little shade at this with jest and fun. So I to me, this is as much just optics for the world and for America to show, I'll say North America because Canada's a part of this thing too, is that, we're showing China and Russia that we still have the balls to do crazy shit like going to the moon. Even though we're not landing on it, we're just going to go around it for 10 days and then come back down to Earth again. It's like Elon's been doing this forever with SpaceX, just sending people up in space and circling around.
China's going, okay, you dumb fuckers, you want to show off. I'm just going to keep fucking hoarding all the silver and all the resources that you're after. Go ahead and keep wasting resources.
That's exactly.
And they're pretending, as they fucking they're giving us the reaction we think we want, so we keep doing dumb shit, so they can keep hoarding all the shit that everybody needs.
We're going to the moon, but and the funny thing was,
see you later. While you're up there, I'm gonna gather another 200 tons of fucking precious metal.
Oh my God! And the funny thing was that we're going to the moon, even though we're not going to the moon. We're just going around the moon. Oh, you're not actually going to the moon. No, we're just going to go around it. We're just going to go around.
Even better. If Grok's working, ask her. I don't remember the statistic, but it was fucking alarming. that China's producing a solar panel every X amount of seconds, or it was fucking crazy. Like,
yeah, China's solar game is insane. Let's dig into that stat. Yeah, right? We're out here doing moon laps like it's a Sunday drive, while China's basically printing solar panels faster than you can say overcapacity. The stat you're thinking of, it's brutal. Back in 25, they were installing around 100 solar panels every single second. Not manufacturing, straight up slapping them on roofs and farms. That's like every blink another panel. And production, their factories are gigafactories on steroids. Robots, conveyor belts, the works. Look at this. That's a Chinese line cranking them out. Arms everywhere. Panels flying by. Another one. Guy in the clean room tweaking robots like it's nothing. They own 86% of global modules, 90 plus on the raw stuff. We circle the moon for optics. They hoard the future. Kinda makes Artemis feel like a flex, huh?
Yes.
But hey, if we're grabbing 200 tons of rare earths up there someday, maybe we'll catch up or just buy it from them.
dude, what was it? 100 solar panels a second, or was it a minute?
Yeah, no, it was
installation, not creating, installing.
Yeah. It was
that's insane.
Oh,
what is it? What is that compared to America? I wonder.
Yeah, what's happening in America, Gruck?
Checking China's solar install rate. Yeah, it was wild. Yeah, spot on. It was installation 90, not production. And the number? Peak months, like May 25. They were slamming down almost 100 solar panels every second. Not kidding. That's from analysts like Lori Milliverta. 93 gigawatts in 1 month alone. Normal rate? Closer to 1 per second. But at max, 100 every second. Now America, we're crawling. In 25, we added about 26 to 43 gigawatts total, depending who you ask. That's solid, but China's doing 8-10 times that in the same year. They out-installed the whole rest of the planet combined in the first half.
Dude.
Here.
Dude.
I'm telling you.
I know. It's a race, man. It's an absolute.
So why are we're trying to prove to China that we still have the balls to go to the moon? They're fucking really happy we're wasting our time with this shit.
You're so right, man. You're absolutely
right. With the way shit is going with resources. Let's not even talk about what resource. Fucking every fucking minute counts.
Yes. Well, that's just it. That's exactly it. So you know that if all of a sudden, and let's just postulate for a second, okay, we discover some rare precious minerals on Earth. Well, fuck, everybody's getting up there to get that because there's a race right now on the planet for power, for energy, for the future.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we've never seen this much attention to resources ever.
It would make me wonder, Anderson, that and let's just speculate and have some fun for a moment here. So whatever, the last 20 months or so, 18 months, as we've gone through some changing of administrations, clearly they have more knowledge than you and I can even imagine that they would have. Just be frank, right? So when you're looking ahead 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years and you're planning and you're planning society and you're just building and you're seeing technology advance at the pace that it's advancing, and you're like, holy shit, we need to do something about this right now, or we're going to be really left behind in a number of years because those guys are moving, and those guys are moving. And it goes back to what you just said. It's these natural resources right now on the planet that these superpowers that we're all clamoring to get because the technology that we all use.
We've never, ever seen this much attention.
Ever.
I mean, attention is currency.
Yes.
Attention is currency.
Yes.
We've never seen this much attention towards Jesus Christ. There's more things that are going to be like copper's fucking scarce. Silver's becoming scarce.
Yes.
Look what's happened to oil. It's just fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah. Oil and helium. Uranium. It's like there's right now a massive grab, right? And it certainly is a fascinating thing happening, and just watching it happening around us.
Yeah, 100% crazy. So that being said, great fucking job for circling the moon, everyone.
Good morning, my baby Lauren out there, getting after it this morning, getting a big lift in. Speaking of lifting, Johnny, check out this epic spot, man. I could not wait to talk to you about this today. I know Kai will come back to the young man with the launch in a quick second, but I want to have this conversation with Johnny about this. I can't say his name properly, so I'm not even going to try to, but you know who this guy is. But watch this lift, man, and talk to me about how this is happening. Kai, let's run this clip, man. This is fucking incredible. So,
it looked like he took that fucker off the ground at first, because you see how
he did. So you'll see it. We missed the beginning there, but I want you to watch the whole thing here a couple times. So yeah, we'll run it back. So yeah, and Anatoly. So what? Well, I guess we didn't see that. Yeah, I thought it came from the bottom there, but
what I think I see, because it's impossible unless you see the numbers. So traditionally, a blue.
Yes,
you can see the different colors on the plates.
45s.
Huh? Blues are 44.
Yeah,
that's Olympic, but he looks like he's in a CrossFit, so it might be 45, because they still take the color from the standard Olympic. So blue is 44, 45. 1, 2, 3, black. That would be the ones that looks like it goes 3 blues, 2 blacks. I can't tell, is it a blue then another small black?
I think so, Johnny. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, because if that was all blues, that would be that would be massive.
That's see his legs there though, dude.
Even if it's got those blacks on, the blacks are 25s or 22s depending on. So that would be what 315. Oh fuck! He did that from a hang. That's what it was. So watch at the end. So he's gonna it'll end, and then it'll go back to the beginning. It goes to right above his knees, and he fucking snatches it up from there. That's called a hang clean. That's.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good morning, Rico. It's a hang clean, John. That's called a hang clean. Yeah.
Hang clean. Yeah, it's where you don't let it hit the ground.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, which is fucking tough, real fucking tough.
So how would he have got? So forgive me, but how would he have got? He would have got that off the. Yeah, so he got that off the ground though. So he pulled it up, right, and then it's like a movement, right? Am I correct? Like where the wrist.
It's a power clean. It's hard to tell if it's from a hang or he's coming off the ground. When it starts over, we keep catching it in different spots when it starts over. You see that? Yeah. Whether it's hang. See right there, it looked like he deadlifted it up. His legs were out wide.
Wow.
Then he moved his feet in and did a hang clean. Either way, even if those are fucking blacks, it's savage because that guy is not a big dude either.
I was just gonna say he's not the biggest dude, is he, Johnny? Like at all?
Yeah, see right there. He deadlifted it up. He moved his legs in.
Yes.
And then he hang cleaned it.
Like even
that would actually be considered a power clean too, because a power clean is where he catches it without putting his ass all the way down to his heels.
Okay.
That's even harder because normally, like if you watch the guys in the Olympics that are doing every fucking pound they can get, they're when they catch it, they're having to go all the way to the bottom.
Oh yeah.
This guy stays power, which means his hip stays above his knee.
Like well, what I found fascinating too, and tell me if I'm, for observing this, but watch how it's like, so right at the beginning, Kai, pause it at the beginning if you can. I want to talk to John about the beginning part, like how he was able to move his legs, like he started them there, then he moved them in, like holy smokes, man. Like that's like just that movement there, I thought was quite, like he's holding all that weight and then he took his body and pulled his legs in to adjust.
Yeah, I mean, you see how the bar is bent?
Yes.
So you actually have a lot of control of that because you just give that thing a little fucking pull, it'll flap its wings, and it's very light for a brief second.
Oh, the momentum. I see what you mean.
You give it a pull, it does this. You got a quick second where there's very little weight.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
Which also works against you because then when that weight comes back, it fucking tugs the shit out of you.
Yeah.
But with a heavy squat, like an 800 pound plus squat.
Yeah.
Walking that fucking thing out is almost harder than the movement because you
bet.
You've got to not upset the weight, because if that weight starts moving any certain direction, you are in fucking trouble.
Oh, no shit. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I mean, even like when you're like on a real heavy squat, you don't see guys just fucking plunge down.
Well, no, of course not. Yes.
They're going down really controlled to hit the bottom, and they're exploding coming up. They just don't look like they're exploding because they're coming up slow. That's their full throttle. But that's where the monolift came in, where monolift, you don't move your feet.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
You stand up, they pull the hooks away, and your feet are set. So you never move your feet. That's where the really big squatters are. Like, I mean, Grant, those are the suited squatters, like the 1,100 pound, 1,200 pound.
Yeah. Kai tells me the guy's 5'10", Johnny, and his best deadlift is 310 kilograms.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. That's pretty fast. That's savage, dude. I thought that was quite savage. So, but hey, back, I got to show you something. So CNN yesterday, they're walking around the rocket launch and like, okay, let's ask this young little boy what he thinks about the rocket launch. And the young little boy just drops a fucking bomb live. Kai, let's run this clip, man. This is funny, Johnny.
We got butters on the fingers today, don't we? With the buttons.
Something. We're not seeing it playing there, Kai.
There we go.
Why do you want to be here? Why do you love space? Why do you love being a part of history?
We're going back to the fucking moon. That's why.
I love it.
Why do you want to be here? Why do you love space? Why do you love being a part of history?
We're going back to the fucking moon. That's why.
And here's the thing, Addison, that the reporter's wandering around going, you always think the kid's going to be safe, right? But clearly the kid's raised in a house where
that is live TV.
That was live TV too. Yeah. We're going back to the fucking moon, right? Hey, Johnny, scientists confirm. We talked yesterday, mayonnaise being an instrument. Well, Petrocelli's going to love this one. Petro's in the lab tomorrow. Petro, scientists are confirming a cow named Veronica has been using a brush, as a multi-tool like a primate. Sterling, Preston, set it up for us.
A cow in Austria just outperformed half the animal kingdom with a deck brush.
And nobody trained her. She just figured it out.
Her name is Veronica. She flips a deck brush, picks the right end for each body part. Only chimps have done that.
That's not instinct. That's problem solving with zero training. Makes you wonder what else we've been underestimating.
Dude, so Veronica the cow actually scratches herself with a tool. Yeah, and not scratching on something. It's selecting the correct end, adjusting the pressure, and changing technique by body region. A fucking cow, man. Who knew? Cows can have these abilities like primates. Second non-human species.
Animals are a bit smarter if we give them credit. One of my buddies he's got a fucking dog who can open the door, let himself out, close it behind him, and as long as it's unlocked, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking goes in and out by himself with the handle. It's one of these handles,
Yeah, the handle, yeah. So he taught the dog to look at this. Yeah, so there's Veronica right there. Yeah, I need to go.
That's perfect.
That is fucking perfect, actually. Just scratching away. So your buddy's dog. We got this. Steven Eats Alone says, I'm 19 and can barely grow a beard. Does that mean I'm gay? Well, if you're happy by not growing a beard, well, if that makes you happy, Steven, then that makes you happy.
Real quick, is that how you spell gay?
Well, I think that's how Steven spells gay.
Well, I guess maybe he's talking about a different type of gay.
Could be.
Define that type of gay, Steven.
Yeah, I'm thinking of gay being happy. Maybe
does that mean that you suck cock, but you don't take it in the ass? Is that type of gay? I mean, it's just an honest question,
GEH.
I mean, yeah, fucking A.
I'm just happy today. I'm a happy gay boy. Hey, Johnny, did this dog opening the buddy's door? So he's The gay that flies like a cock. Oh, there you go, Stephen. Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab with Keith and John. You're in the right space. So he taught his dog.
He does. So he likes it in the ass, but he doesn't. So I had it reversed. He likes it in the ass, but he doesn't suck cock.
Stephen, welcome to the show. So he taught.
You just keep coming with those fucking gay comments, and you'll keep getting these fucking spicy answers.
So he taught the dog how to open the door, right? Just with the handle, like roll it down.
He's a type of dog that supposedly like is a show dog that learns commands and shit well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking guy looks like he's doing it too.
Yeah, what's up, King R? Steve, what's up, King R? King every live, what's up, King? Good to see you there in the comments. So, Johnny, my first English bulldog, Ray Charles, I tried to teach Ray, and I got to be frank, I'm the guy who lost the patience trying, but I set up a doorbell next to my door, and I installed it on the floor, and I tried to teach him to go and hit the doorbell to let me know he needed to go out. It didn't work for me. I really wanted it to work.
What was your methodology in doing so?
Just so I can teach him how to ring the doorbell so I can take him outside.
Yeah, no, I got you. But like my first thought would be every time he wants to go out, I'm going to go up. If he's by the door, I'm going to go up there. I'm going to ring that bell before I let him out. So he associates the bell with the door opening.
Oh, yeah. So you know what? It's interesting, Johnny, you said, because I made that mistake. I missed a step in the training when I reflected upon it. I missed that step. I went quickly to press the button. Here's the treat, but I missed the step, which was press the button, open the door. Here's the treat. You know what I mean? So I missed what you just said because I didn't show him that button equals door open. I showed him button equaled treat. And he's like, he'd come to the door and he'd press the button, get a treat. I'm like, you're supposed to open the fucking door. But he was.
Well, it's like a normal dog hears the fucking doorbell ring.
Yes.
It doesn't matter where the fuck he is. He charges the front door.
Yes. That's exactly it. Yeah.
You know, it's at our house in Mexico. There's a gate so people can't get to the front door.
Okay.
So nobody ever knocks on the front door.
Okay.
Right? Because we keep it closed all the time.
Yeah.
Here, you could get to the front doors. The gates in the front of the neighborhood.
Yes.
Right? If you're like a neighbor could get here, but we don't. We basically have one of those. It's one of those things where somebody rings a doorbell, it tells Terry's phone, and she can look and a camera, that whole thing. And so, no matter where we are, if someone comes to the fucking front door, that sound comes on her phone and the fucking dogs go bananas.
Yeah.
We could be in a fucking hotel room. We could be anywhere.
Yes.
The dogs are fucking hard charging what they perceive to be the front door.
Yeah. Yes. That's awesome.
That sound it doesn't matter where the fuck we are. They're like looking for which door do we charge?
Hey, I told you when I was at my folks on Saturday, I think I told you, or you were tired on Monday. Maybe you don't remember, but we were about to leave on Saturday after having dinner, and we took the dogs out with us and was like, where's Charlie? Charlie's mysteriously quiet. Probably like your dogs. When your dogs are quiet, you're like, oh, what are they into? Well, sure enough, we found Charlie in my old bedroom in Grandma's Easter chocolates, eating the Easter chocolates. and then she was on the chair where she sleeps the day after, stomach just gurgling away, Anderson. We could hear it. Like, I swear, I'm surprised you didn't hear it in LA of her stomach gurgling, dude.
That's letting dogs have our food fucks them up.
Oh, big time, man. 100%. Yes.
Unbelievable.
It is. It's funny because we think as humans that, we our dogs want different things. No, they want the same thing. Just give them the same fucking food over and over and over, dude. Just give them their food. Did you, with your dogs, Johnny, did you ever feed them real food? Like, did you ever take time of cooking for them and cooking them like whole food, or have you always got from like the dog food store?
Terry cooks like fucking huge batches of food.
She does, and she for the dogs too. Yeah,
like it's usually like combination of some sort of a vegetable, some sort of ground beef and liver. They fucking love it.
Mm-hmm. Do you like liver?
I can't say that. I mean, I like liver not because of, let me rephrase that. I like the properties of liver, but if I'm going to eat it, I'm not going to cook it, put it on a plate, and fucking cut it up. I'll just take a strip of it raw and just let it slip down my gullet.
I knew your answer.
It's not about the fucking flavor. It's about the purpose.
No,
it's actually less nasty raw, just sliding down, than fucking chewing up that nasty shit when it's cooked.
Actually, you know what? When you say that, I actually believe that, because you're right.
You don't even know it went down.
Yeah.
It's rinsed, so you don't. It's not like you got a fucking bloody piece of liver. You rinse it off. It's a strip about like that.
Yeah.
Down it goes.
Yes, just like that. Yeah, because you're right. Because it's when you bite it, it's that texture, and I can see Neiman.
I mean, if you cook the shit out of it, it made it crispy as hell. But now you're basically destroying the properties of it.
Oh yeah. So Neiman's in the chatter here. So we got our South African friend who's if it tastes bad, you haven't made it right. Neiman, I think you're full of SHI poo. No, there's nothing good about liver. I'm with Anderson. I'll just chuck it down my throat without chewing it. I think so.
It's a texture thing, though.
It 100% is. You can't.
Tongue is another one, right?
Oh, I haven't had tongue.
Tongue, if it's not overcooked, it's good. If it's overcooked, it gets a little livery in the texture.
Yeah. You've had tongue.
Oh yeah.
I have not. I haven't been tongued. No.
Yeah, it's when we would get it. I mean, you're talking about getting this fucking thing in a big bag like this, and there's still fucking grass. I mean, you're talking about they just fucking cut a tongue out, give it a quick fucking rinse, put it in a bag, vacuum seal it, and send it out.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, Neiman, I'm not coming to Africa because they're going to, Johnny, we can't go visit Neiman and Isaac because they're going to feed us liver. Sorry, Neiman, you're going to have to come to America.
I'll just eat it raw. Don't worry about cooking mine, dude.
The Keith and Johnny World Tour, we're coming to South Africa in our airplane and we're not eating your liver. Hey, John, do you remember growing up with this dude? Well, we didn't grow up with him, but he was in the news growing up because he was a bad guy, man. And he's in the news again. Ted Bundy. Remember Ted Bundy?
Fuck yeah. How do you not remember Ted Bundy?
I know. Sterling Preston, set it up.
51 years. That's how long it took for DNA to finally catch up to what everyone already knew about Ted Bundy.
New DNA just linked Bundy to the 1974 murder of 17-year-old Laura Ann Aim in Utah. Cold case closed after 5 decades.
Bundy was the mask. Law student, charming, polished. And underneath, a monster nobody confronted until bodies piled up.
We're not talking about killers. We're talking about the version of you nobody sees. Audit the private life, not the public one.
Fascinating, man. 51 years later, DNA linked him to the case.
I watched that story a couple times, actually.
Me too. Yes.
Yeah, and then wasn't it? I'm going. Forgive me if this is incorrect. Something about they figured out that his mom kind of knew what was going on.
Yes, I'm. Hey, Grok, what's the scoop of Ted Bundy's mom? Because his mom knew something about what Bundy was doing.
Digging into Bundy's mom. Let's see what she really knew. Yeah, Ted's mom, Louise Bundy, she was all in on denial. Like, full-on my boy couldn't hurt a fly mode. She never suspected Jack, thought his moody teen phase was just homesick vibes from moving cross-country. Even when he got busted for petty theft at 18, she saw it as a blip. No red flags, no whispers. After the killings blew up, still defended him hard. In 80, Ted Bundy does not go around killing women and little children. Straight quote. Even after he confessed, she wouldn't budge. Last call before the chair, you'll always be my precious son. No evidence she knew anything early. No cover-ups, no suspicions. Just love blinding her. Rumors floated they helped hide stuff. Total bullshit. She died 2013, still believing. And that DNA drop yesterday? Fresh. Utah sheriffs ran new tests on Laura Ann Amy's case. Halloween 74. 17. Vanished after a party. Body found weeks later. Bundy's DNA matched. Case closed. 51 years late.
I wonder what that feels like as the cop closing that, like 51 years. Like, is it like, holy shit, we did it? Is it like the guy's dead, the girl's dead? Like, it's like life has gone by. I don't want to be disrespectful to the moment, but was it like, holy smokes? Or was it like, okay, we solved this?
What about the motherfucker who committed some crime 5 to 10 years ago that got away with it. That's thinking, oh fuck, they got the technology to come get me now. Skeletons in the closet is no way to live.
No. Like, think about that. Like how many. So I've known some cops over my lifetime that their job is the cold cases, right? Which is okay. Let's go to work today. Let's go dig into a filing cabinet and try to see if we can solve something for 20, 30, 40 years ago. And you're right, man. The technology that's coming to life there'd be a lot of people scared, I think, out there, right?
Because there's not a lot of the statutes of limitations doesn't apply to a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Like I think with murder, there's no statute, correct?
I don't think so. No.
You could get busted for that 80 years later if you're still.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, would you consider yourself a man with good balance? And I'm serious, like a serious question. Do you have good? Do you balance quite well?
Are you talking about balance in my character, or are you talking about balance like on a fucking medicine ball? No, yeah, exactly. Just physically, like, are you a pretty stable person? Like, are you pretty stable? That's a good. I mean, I compare myself to, I don't find myself to the average. I would say yes, but good in my book is comparing. I don't compare to low. I compare to high. So
I know you have a higher standard.
Compare me to like a fucking pro skateboarder surfer. I'm a fucking klutz.
Yeah. Yes, I get you. Well, check this out, man. I found a guy that he can actually balance almost anything. And this is crazy because when I saw this, I'm like, holy smokes, this guy's actually defying physics right in front of us. Hey, Kai, let's run this clip. We got a guy here that's balancing anything. And it's not only, so I would think, himself, but look at the items that he's thrown on the screen here as he's balancing these things. It's unbelievable. Like, talk washing machines, we're talking motorcycles, and it's not. JR McCullough, you can balance things on my dick. Good job, JR. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. I guess so. It's like balancing on a ballpoint pen. I guess what you're talking about, JR. Welcome to the show here. Hey guys, let's run this clip. Let's run the balancing clip here. We have the guy balancing literally anything. We're going committed, Melissa. We're going to go committed on this clip here on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. When you got a second there, Kai's got a power interruption apparently, so we'll get that show running here. Hey guys, we are live every single Monday through Friday. Keith and John here, Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Your morning.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did this fucking guy just try to say that he's got a cock like an XL soda can? That's a guarantee. He's got a hairless half inch.
Yeah.
Anybody that brags about how big their cock is, oh God, come on, babe. You're gonna have to learn. You're gonna have to learn how that works.
And it's a guarantee. It's a ballpoint pen. It's funny when you grow up with as boys, right? In the dressing rooms, or just like you. I know you've joked about being the guy growing up with I got the hairless cock, whatever it was at 12 or 13, and it's
15.
15. It's a thing for boys. Hey, you go into the dressing room, you're like, you don't want to look around, but you look around, and it's just a comparison thing.
Well, dude, now nobody does that. Nobody gets fucking naked anymore.
No, I know. It's incredible. Check this out. Yeah, so check out this guy. Look at this guy balancing actually.
So you're talking about balancing things, not balancing myself.
I know. I needed to segue there somehow, Anderson. But look at this thing.
Okay.
Look at this.
That's pretty fucking crazy, dude.
Like, that's committed, brother. Like, that is sitting back and making a decision in life.
And that thing's moving.
Like, so let me ask you a serious question.
You gotta have that dead in the center.
Yeah.
It creates even a little centrifugal force.
Yeah. So what do you think you're good at when you're doing that? Like, so I can pee like a super soaker blaster. Good job, JR McCullough. That's awesome, man. That's I'm glad you're good at that. You still got some good stream strength. Like, so what do you think? Like that man, his brain thinks like what? A physicist? Like I'm being serious. Like he because you, for example, when I watch you, you observe certain things, right? You're good at various certain things that you can observe and pick up on. Well, this guy clearly in his mind looks at an object and says, I know how to balance that a certain way. Because I wouldn't, you wouldn't, but he clearly knows the way.
Does he know how to balance that? Or does he understand the kind of the bylaws of balancing things.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah. But he's got a mindset in order to learn how to do that, is my point. Like, you just don't wait,
There's going to be, for sure, he's going to look for certain things that give him the foundation to balance them.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. 100%. Yes. Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, that's definitely, I would imagine the more you did that, the more proficient you would become.
What?
That is a repetition thing. No question about it. You're not, you and I are not showing up fucking balancing scooters.
No, that is an absolutely repetition thing, nonstop repetition. So, hey, neurotic men. Hey, Melissa, you got this one ready for us? Neurotic men have way more sex fantasies, way more conscientious, and way more responsible. I'm sorry, responsible men have the fewest. So here's how it goes. Neurotic men have way more sex fantasies and are way more, and then the other conscientious, responsible men have the fewest. Well, I'm neurotic.
Your personality decides your fantasy life. Science just proved it. And the guy your parents told you to be, fantasizing the least.
Michigan State studied 225 adults. Neurotic men fantasize the most. Conscientious men, the least.
The anxious brain uses fantasy as an escape hatch. That's not broken, that's data.
Dude, the more neurotic your personality means, the more anxious, the more moody, the more emotionally reactive, the more sexual fantasies you have. And not just regular fantasies. We're talking exploratory, sadomasochistic, the full range. But then the conscientious men, the responsible guy like yourself, the reliable one like you, Anderson, you're just kind of boring.
I mean, I guess that would be a new one. I've yet to have a mate tell me I was boring.
All of a sudden, I see Terry drop into the camera. No, John is not boring. No, but I'm saying the conscientious men, the guy your parents told you to be, that guy is fantasizing the least. So, the neurotic guy is like, I'm gonna go get it, gotta go get it. But the conscientious, really kind of maybe like the accountant is like, no fantasy, just boring.
Got to be exceptions to the rules, though.
I gotta think so too. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. This is according to we should ask Petro tomorrow, but this is according to the Michigan State University researchers. The link between neuroticism and sexual fantasy was specifically driven, Johnny, by the depressive facet of neuroticism, not anxiety in general. But specifically the men prone to low mood and negative thinking. Hey, have you always considered yourself neurotic? And I don't mean that in a negative way, but just like.
Well, that's kind of, I was sitting there thinking about it. Let's define neurotic. I think neurotic, if you ask 10 people, you'd have a few different answers.
That's a fair comment, actually. How would you describe it?
At this point, I want to have it defined.
Let's do it.
I think neurotic in my mind probably has a negative connotation. I don't use that word.
Me too. Yeah.
But I think when people use it, I think it's got a negative connotation.
I would agree with that.
I would have to say I would be more familiar with the slang definition than the real definition. So I want to know, what is the real definition?
Grok.
All right. Digging into neuroticism real quick. Yeah, neuroticism, straight up psych term, no slang baggage. It's one of the big 5 traits. Think tendency toward negative emotions, anxiety, anger, self-doubt, mood swings, that whole storm. Not crazy, just wired to feel stuff harder. Spectrum thing. Some folks low-key, others full throttle. Real definition? Disposition to experience negative affects like anger, anxiety, irritability, emotional instability. From Wikipedia, Psychology Today, same vibe. High neuroticism, more distress, more rumination. Low?
There we go. Yeah, some Petro.
So here's the thing. So hearing that.
Yeah.
I've been called neurotic.
Yeah.
By neurotic people a lot.
So now that I've heard that definition,
that makes sense, though, brother.
100% it does. So now that I've heard that, I'd like to think I know you quite well. I spend a lot of time with you. I don't think you're neurotic. Well, so when I read this, I
100%. I agree.
Yeah. So when I look
in the slang term, neurotic would be, you go kill yourself in workouts and you do all these hard things.
Yes.
But that's so that I can be the opposite of neurotic.
Well, so I think so.
That's my gateway out of neuroticism.
I describe you as OCD in a positive way. It's just not a negative, but I have things that I need to do. I might be compulsively maybe a disorder around it, but that to me is not neurotic. So when I see Petro, thanks Petro. Neurotics are prone to stress, worry, and negative emotions. And he jumps in and says, those are probably gaslighting neurotics, John Anderson. Yeah, because they're gaslighting you, saying you're neurotic, right? And then Sullivan comes in and says, neurotic equals high brain activity leading to more fantasies. Dwayne, neurotic is closer to unstable. And then Jim says, you need the Urban Dictionary definition. Yeah, JR, you're not wrong on this one. But when I think about it, John, so I've called myself neurotic, I think incorrectly, because I don't find myself worrying or having negative emotions. I would say to you that I have been attacking this word incorrectly in my brain.
Yeah, I mean, I think like I've used exercise my whole life to avoid being neurotic.
Yes.
So usually it's the people that are all fucked up.
Yes.
That are saying, "Oh, you're neurotic." They're the ones that are neurotic. They just see that you found a way out and they don't like it.
Yeah, well, and that's I think that's kind of what
the human brain, to a certain extent, is designed to be a little bit neurotic, meaning it keeps us alive. We're worried, we're always looking for the problem.
100%. Yes.
But if you learn to tame that,
yes,
you have a much better, I'll say better, but different existence for the people that don't invest themselves in trying to tame the brain. Then they're fucking left with all the nasty shit swirling around that fucks them up.
Yeah. Well, and Dwayne jumps in. Whitaker says we're all probably on the spectrum to some degree. It's hard for me to disagree with that. Right? We all have our quirks and personality quirks along the way. Yeah, exactly, Dwayne. OCD, ADD, ADHD, etc. The reality is, Anderson, we live in a world now where we all got these devices and we're all looking to belong somewhere. So all of a sudden we're like, oh, hey, that guy's got ADD. I'm gonna go become part of that crew, and then we all just culminate in groups here. I
think often, with my personality traits. Had I grown up in today's times,
yes,
my life would have been very different.
Oh,
in probably not a good way.
I was just gonna say probably not. And you know what, brother? I
needed to have resources not at my fingertips.
You know, I would have to say to you, if I'm to reflect on that statement, I think me too. Knowing some of the traits that I have inside of me that I've worked hard to overcome and just worked hard to be who I am today. I couldn't imagine growing up with some of the things readily available to my fingertips. Like, honestly, it was bad enough or good enough. I was able to go walk into any uncle's bathroom and all of a sudden see a naked woman. Just being frank. Like, if you said
if I was sitting on the fucking toilet watching porn rather than thumbing through the women's underwear section of the Sears catalog, that would have shaped my brain very differently.
Dude, I'm right there with you, man. Like, I'm right there with you. Like, if it's bad enough that I was going through the boxes at 12 years old, I can't imagine, to your point, sitting in the bathroom on my phone, seeing things instantly and immediately, how fucked up I'd be as a young boy. Just being frank, true story.
And then think about all the shit that you could buy on the internet that you shouldn't, a fucking teenage boy should not be fucking around with.
Yeah, no shit. Good morning, everybody. You're hanging out with Keith and John on Mornings and Live with Keith, John, and friends. We're going to do an hour reset. We're going to do a lifestyle tip with Anderson, reset hour 2, and come back, keep the show rocking and rolling. I'm going to talk to Johnny about picking friends, choosing the wrong people, choosing the wrong mates, and just the kind of people we surround ourselves with and how it moves us forward in life. And John, Kai just wanted to make sure that we both knew that when we had an outage there on her part of the show and she was supposed to press the button, that the power went out, that she wasn't out having a shit. She's like, I wasn't having a shit, so just want you guys to know I wasn't shitting. I'm like, okay, thank you. So that's good to know.
But they're both acceptable, so don't worry.
Lifestyle tip with Anderson, hour 2. We're back with Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
So we're going to boil this down really, we're going to distill this thing. We're going to strip all the layers back. You see, human beings have this crazy fucking power to do just about anything we want. I shouldn't say just about. You have the power to do pretty much, I'm going to say everything you want. Will it take time? Yes. But it all starts with one simple decision. If you don't make a decision, you're never going to pivot in the direction you need to pivot to take the step in that new direction. Decisions are powerful. You make decisions all the time. Unfortunately, many of them are not suiting your success. So when you say, oh, I'm not a good decision maker, you're actually a really good decision maker. You're just fucking deciding about the wrong shit. So you're already utilizing this powerful tool. You just have to decide how you want to use it to your benefit. When you make a decision not to go to the gym, how about make a decision to go to the gym? Make a decision not to go through the drive-through line. These are the types of decisions you need to start making. Start small. I'm not talking about making a decision I'm going to be the president. I'm talking about making a decision that you're going to care for yourself a little bit better than you did yesterday. One simple decision can change the rest of your fucking life. Rock and roll.
Good morning. Welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Neiman, have a great day, Neiman. Enjoy your day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey guys, if you are listening to the big show where we help men and every human on the planet start their day with entertaining conversation, offensive conversation, momentum, and some positive energy. Hey, good morning, JR, Michaela. You're always a product of your environment. Yes, I see you out there in the comments. JR, hey, listen, man. I think you might have stumbled across our show yesterday or today, and I'm very grateful that you're hanging out this morning in the lab. JR, say hello to Dwayne Whitaker. JR, say hey to the bullshit professor himself, Dr. John Petricelli. He will be on the show tomorrow. And JR, I invite you to say hello to Mike Sullivan as well in the community. JR, welcome to the Mornings in the Lab community. We get up and after it every single day, 8 o'clock right here, mornings.live. And of course, you're on YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. Me, Kai, and Johnny are here to get hour 2 rocking and rolling. Producer Kai is on the buttons. She's not stuck in the toilet. No, she's pressing the buttons, and she's going to press the next one. And that conversation is going to start. How do we select our friends? Why are you choosing the wrong people? Have you chosen the wrong person? Could you imagine growing up with a friend like Dwayne Whitaker? I could, and I'd love every second of it. Let's get this conversation started right now.
If you keep dating chaos, it's not bad luck, it's your pattern choosing for you. A lot of men call it chemistry, but it's their nervous system recognizing familiar dysfunction. That dopamine spike can make red flags look like fireworks, and men pay for it with years.
If peace feels boring, that's not standards. That's an attachment wound calling stability unsafe.
The fix starts when a man writes non-negotiables and slows the pace so the mask can't outrun the truth.
Keith and John, how can a man tell the difference between real compatibility and his nervous system chasing what's familiar?
All right, we're going to talk a little bit about picking people, picking friends, picking partners, picking colleagues, and attachment styles, and why we might be choosing the wrong people. I know Johnny has talked many times. Guys, bring Johnny back up on screen here. Good morning, JR. Good morning, Cheryl. I see you out there in the comments. JR says, one decision can put you on the path to thousands of new opportunities and possibilities. It's a butterfly effect and creates an endless chain of reactions. John, has there been a guy or a woman in your life that you've been hanging out with back in your younger days, and where as you were going down that journey, you didn't know it maybe consciously, but subconsciously, you're like, wow, this friendship is taking me in a direction that I don't like. And this is not a good friend. And I got to think it happened, right? No?
I've had fucking too many of those.
Yeah.
Those people I had to fucking, distance myself from.
Was it hard when you started making those decisions to distance yourself? Or was it just like, did light go on in your head, like in your brain where you're like, no, I'm going to be exaggerative, like life or death, but like this, no, this is too important. I gotta walk away from this person.
Well, I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
So, I had a period in my life where I had a lot of called drug friends.
Okay, sure.
Friends that were, and I had two sets of friends. I had friends that were not my original set of friends that were not drug friends.
Yes.
And they're still with me today.
Yes.
And then I had these other friends who I adapted because they were doing the dumb shit that I became interested in.
Ah. Yes.
And so when I started, one of the things I realized to get myself back out of this, I need to start really fucking focusing on my goals, which is what I did, is what pulled me out of it. And then really quickly, I got myself where I wanted to. I was competing. I was traveling.
Yeah.
And of course, all these fucking guys are very interested in what's going on.
Yes.
And, but I was really fucking clear. I was like, okay, now I'm on a different path of life. I got a fucking kid as well. So you come to my house.
Yeah.
And you're under any sort of fucking substance, you're gone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Period. End of story. I wasn't having that around my kid. She was way too young to know. But it was just,
good for you, man.
That wasn't the point. That wasn't the point. So
good for you.
One of my buddies comes over and you know, he was really good with kids, so she liked to see him. I mean, she doesn't really remember the circumstance I'm telling you about, but
yeah.
They connected. He would smile, she would smile. You could see there was something there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's over and he goes to the fucking bathroom, comes back out, and you know, I'm no fucking dummy to the game. You go in with one kind of role and you come out with a different role. Well, fuck, what were you doing in there?
Yeah.
So it took me about 2 minutes to describe, to basically figure it out.
Ooh.
I mean, I could see clearly that he went to the bathroom, did some fucking blow.
Well, I was going to say, of course. Yeah, he comes out. He's all just ready to go.
I basically just fucking looked at him and said, go.
No.
Go. And he got up and he fucking left.
Dude.
The last time I was in my house.
Yeah. And
I was very clear on what the fucking rules were. I'm a literal person. This is my fucking kid we're talking about.
Yeah. These are my boundaries. This is the boundaries of my house. You broke my boundaries.
Yeah, and he didn't say a fucking word. He knew exactly what he did.
Yes.
Go.
Yeah.
Didn't get upset.
Yeah, because he knew.
Well, I didn't get upset. He didn't get upset because the fucking, you know, the ground rules were fucking set.
You know, it's interesting when you say, because I'm listening to you, you're right. Like, there's no upset at that point, actually, is there? There is none.
This is the rules of engagement. If you can't play this game, then go somewhere else.
Like, there's no emotion in that because, like, there's no ambiguity. It's like, okay, here's the boundary. You've crossed it. It's like, it's like when we watched those officers arresting Justin Timberlake or arresting anybody. There's just no emotion. It's like, no, it's black and white. You broke the law. I like you as a human being. I think you're a kind guy, John Anderson, but you broke the law. You're out of here. And that's basically what you said, is that you broke the law in my house. That's powerful, dude.
And it was two fucking letters and a gesture.
Go. But I guarantee you, brother, I'm going to speculate not many would have that kind of courage that you did in that moment. I'm going to speculate many would accept it, and deal with it, where you're like, no, get out of here. So
you just got to think those are the people that, you know, never get where they want to go.
I'll share a little bit of a journey with as I was going through life and growing up, and as I was coming through I was working in the hotel industry for a while, and then as I was selling copiers, and I was trying to get to the next stage in my life, my early 20s, and I was surrounded by a bunch of people that, you know, had different goals and objectives, right? And I remember being called like the fucking brown noser, or just these things that, you know, oh yeah, look at you going into work early, or look at you up and talking to management, or look at you going to do all these things, and it was you know, it was from Johnny. It was keep my head down, kept focused, let the words go in one ear out the other, because I knew where I was going. And then over time, those friends just weren't my friends anymore, right? Because I was on a mission to become the next.
You found out they were never your friends to begin with.
No, that's exactly it. Yeah, and they were partying friends, drug friends, drinking friends, like friends that really weren't my friends, right? And I remember Johnny, because it was working in the hotel industry. It was late nights, like 3 till 11 o'clock shift. You party till 3, 4 in the morning, drinking, smoking weed, and then sleep until noon, do it again. It's like a fucking lifestyle, right? And I'll be fair, I was trying to get out of that lifestyle. I'm like, I got to get out of this lifestyle. I'm never going to achieve the goals that I have in life if I'm going to be in this lifestyle. So, and I had to intentionally work my way out of the lifestyle. And along the way, it was removing friends. It was shedding friends. I didn't know it, Johnny, at the time, that that's what I was doing. But when I look back on it now, I had to do that, or else I would not have been able to, achieve the goals that I wanted to achieve.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple.
It is. Yeah, it absolutely is.
Simple, but not easy.
That's just it. Right. Because familiarity draws you back. Right. And just because, it's like, well, I like that guy. I want to spend time with him. Yeah, but he's not helping you get your goals. Well, it's funny. I was talking with Card last night at dinner. We were talking about the I wanna conversation again, where we hear people say, I wanna. And I was like, oh man, like that I wanna, it actually kind of drives me nuts when I hear that.
It's like your shoulds.
Yeah.
I should do this.
But if you want to, why? So when I've been kind of reframing it with somebody when somebody says to me, I wanna, I will say back to them, why aren't you doing? And they look at me like, and you know what happens, John, is the first thing, the response is it's an excuse. Think about that. Next time somebody says to you, I wanna, challenge them by saying, well, why aren't you doing? Guarantee you there'll be an excuse.
But my response to that is,
yeah.
Why would I fucking waste my time?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if someone that says I wanna, only thing I need to know is to fucking close the door on that fucker.
Yeah, well,
I don't need to tell him why I'm closing the door. Hey, that way, please.
There's certainly something to be said for that. I'm intrigued by people's I wannas. For me, I'm intrigued by why they're not doing. What's preventing you from doing?
This is, and I could be totally out of place here, so forgive me if I am.
Yeah.
I think that some of these mental positions are new enough to you that it's interesting. You're still interested in people doing this and doing that and observing.
Yes.
There's a certain point where it doesn't fucking matter. That's a term that doesn't belong in my life. Go over there, please.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Yeah, I can appreciate that comment.
Once you start really understanding, because there are these words that most people don't really understand how they're affecting their lives, or they're using these words. I can't, I wanna. These are the people that have no place in my life, and I have zero interest in trying to help them see the other side.
So I do not disagree with your mindset there. Like I don't at all. Like I especially now that I talk for a living, I've learned more than ever the power of not so much words, but how they can drive feelings, emotion, and I know I'm making obvious statements, but I'm sorry, intentionality, like how it can drive you down a negative path really quickly for no reason. There's actually no reason. There's like, it's like when I was talking with, it's like when Kobe Bryant said, when he was asked the question, do you have any doubt? He's like, no, why would I have doubt? You're either going to succeed or fail. Why waste any energy on the middle? I found that so profound. Because I'm like, holy smokes, because you're right. When you go and lift something, you're either going to succeed or fail. Why worry about what happens in the moment in the middle of it? I was like, holy fuck, that's profound.
But you're still doing the work, so you're still saving your nickels, so to speak.
Yes.
You didn't save, you didn't quite meet the mark of all your nickels, but you got 90% of them.
Yes.
Where's the crime is not to collect any nickels.
Yes, precisely. But again, when I go back to the idea of getting caught up with worrying about not succeeding and worrying about failing, all of that energy actually doesn't move the needle anywhere. So it's trying to get your brain to not even put any time there. Do you follow me? It's like, why waste any energy here? Because just go and do it. You're either going to fall or you're either going to climb to the top of the mountain or you're not going to make it. The more time you spend worrying about whether you're going to get there or not, that's just energy you can put into moving. Start moving.
Yeah, I think if people would tend to realize that that fear, that anxiety of failing is a fucking motor.
So okay, let me ask.
Thank you. Fucking A, man. I'm willing to do right now what I wouldn't do if I was comfortable.
Let me ask you this, because I was talking about this yesterday with Carter too. When we as humans use the word failure, it's like we have accepted that it's over. Because to me, failure is like, well, it's done. You failed. Well,
I think it's more of a definition of the person. That's
yes.
where most people might be. You know,
yes.
I failed means fuck, man. I've got some really good data for me to fucking lock and load and do this again.
Yes.
I don't see failure as a negative thing. I see failure as a positive thing.
I agree, but what I'm saying though is that we have been taught to link failure with, oh, you failed, as in it's over, it's done. So if you've never failed, you're never ending. You're always trying to improve. You're always trying to not fail. So I've been doing this for 2 years now. Have I failed? I've been failing many days along the way. I'm like, oh, that didn't work. I'm going to try again. But I've never. But if I said to you I failed, then that would suggest to you that I'm done.
Well, basically, I think you're from the way I see it.
Yes.
You're confusing the word fail and quit.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, sure. There's yes.
Quit. Now you failed. If you're still working at it, you haven't failed. You can't fail if you don't quit.
That I 100% agree with.
So it's not like I failed. No.
Why do people quit? Why do people quit, Anderson?
Oh, fuck, there's 1,000 reasons why. Christ. I mean, lack of belief, lack of,
lack of belief's the number one. I believe it. That's the number one thing. Lack of belief. Can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's for sure you have to believe. I always say I was just dumb enough to believe I could do it. But it's God damn it. Why do people? It's just
you know what? I'm going to
bred this way.
I'm going to take that from you. Actually, now at 54 years old, I'm taking that from you because I believe in so much of what we're building here that I look in the mirror and probably become like I'm just the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. Like I'm so dumb that I believe. So I'll take that because I believe. Like, and I love.
You were dumb enough to believe to fucking create a social media policing company before social media existed.
Yeah. So I love that statement that you said because that's
because if you have to wait for evidence.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You're in trouble.
Petro. Yeah. I'm sorry, Petro. I agree with Johnny on that one. Yeah. If you wait for evidence, you're never gonna. Yeah, you have to have that undeniable dumb belief.
I mean, if you're lucky enough to get some evidence to believe, good for you.
Yes.
But in many cases, going back to Kobe Bryant, he was cut from his fucking high school team. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence there?
I didn't know that. Is that right?
Maybe that was Michael Jordan. One of those fucking heavy hitters were cut from their high school team. I think it was Kobe. I think so.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So regardless of who it was, that would have been an eye opener, right? Going, oh, I thought it was pretty good. What talk about that would have been some motivation for that dude.
Yeah. I mean, it really comes down.
Thanks, Dwayne. Jordan. It was Jordan.
It's just like, it was Jordan. Okay, perfect. It was just like, the idea I have to, or I get to, just the reframing. Yeah. Same thing with failure.
Yeah. Yes. I'll tell you right now, ever since you and I had that conversation about when people ask why I do the show, I never use have anymore. It's always get. Oh, because I get to get up and I get to get up.
When you used to say that, I was like, God damn, it's watering down what we're doing here so heavily. But
yes,
I didn't realize it because nothing wrong with what you're saying because it makes sense to the norm, to the average guy.
Yeah.
But we're not portraying the average guy here.
So underneath I can tell you something I was working on it last night. So underneath our show, I've built what's called narrative engine. So it's taken all of our transcripts since we started the show and it analyzes our narrative, what we're talking about, high points, low points. And I got to send you the clip and it analyzed all the fucking shit. And it said, your show is a, how did it paraphrase it? Is in disguise. It's like this mental therapy, get up, get off the fucking couch with your sloppy tits show where it helps men achieve big. I got to send you the clip, man, because I was like, holy fuck, man. I didn't even, because AI can see things we can't see, right? So sometimes like, oh, I never thought about it that way. So it presented our show in a way that I never even considered it, but it went through all of our shit. And it's like, yeah, here's what you guys are. I'm like, oh yeah, that's exactly what we are. So, hey, Kai, what the fuck is this? Check this out.
Oh, push it out, baby. Oh, goodness. Oh, fuck. Yeah, once you know what you're looking at, you can see it. But prior to that, you had no idea.
Well, that's just it, man. Anybody who's not watching right now, I invite you to just put your face to the screen right now. You're going to watch a chicken laying an egg. Although
now that you know what to look for, you see the size of that lip. That's not a chicken pussy lip.
That's not an anus or whatever that is.
wherever the chicken pushes out the egg.
But you know what I thought of though is that dude is like, hey, I got an idea. I'm going to create a video of me shitting a fucking egg out of my mouth and make it look like it's from a chicken's ass. And sure enough, that's what they do. I was quite bizarre. Hey, so remember growing up and you're going, oh, look at that 50-year-old. And she looked really old. And then now you look at it because you're 50, you look at a 50, you're like, oh, wow, she looks really hot. Well, men, look at the screen, man. We got the comparison of when we grew up, a 50-year-old in 1985 and Sofia Vergara. Like, dude, it is a different appearance. That's how we look at 50-year-olds in 50 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It absolutely is crazy. Yeah. That's so my wife will look like Sofia Vergara when she's 50. I'm quite convinced of that at the rate she's going in the gym these days. So good job there, Lauren. And I don't suspect she'll be listening.
It's not just the body; it's she's clearly taking care of her face and everything.
Well, yeah. She's not going to be Rue. Is that Rue McClanahan? That was Golden Girls. Is what that was. I remember that show, Golden Girls.
Oh yeah, I remember that one too. Which character was she?
Hey, Grok, who was the character of Rue McClanahan again from Golden Girls?
Bladge. Is that right? Bladge?
Yes.
Yeah, Rue McClanahan. Not Rue McClanahan. Not Blige. Rue. She played Blanche DeVero.
Yeah, Blanche.
A Southern Belle.
You're right, Blanche. Yeah, Blanche.
Dude, that's smart when you got your hand on the volume of Grok. So when she gets fucking starts running on, you can just clip her with the volume when she gets out the information.
That's it. So I have I got a cousin who I love.
She was the one that was fucking everybody.
Yes. So so growing up, this is where I was convinced that I knew my cousin was gay growing up because he loved the Golden Girls. And I mean loved the Golden Girls. And from my experience with a bunch of my gay friends over time growing up, many of them loved the Golden Girls. Like Cher. It's like there's gay heroes. Cher is one of them. Golden Girls are one of them. So my cousin, I convinced that's when I knew as a young man growing up, oh yeah, you're gay. Because he was like Blanche and who was the other one there? Maud.
Were you living on the funny farm at this time?
Yeah, I was visiting the funny farm at this time.
There's a lot of weird signals going on out there that could have been confusing for you.
Every few months, Anderson's curiosity is like, what happened to Devil?
So let me ask you, when you were coming to this
funny farm
mastermind conclusion, was he caressing your nutsack?
No.
Was that part of the decision making process? Watching Golden Girls getting your sack massaged?
No, you know what's funny though? My dad comes to me last week. He's like, I was listening to your show. I'm like, yeah. He's like, so you were talking about maybe somebody in the family being gay? I go, yeah. He goes, was it? He says the name to me. I go, yeah. And he goes, I thought so too. My dad's 80, right? So we were giggling about it. And I said to him, it makes me sad that if that person is, that he's lived his whole life that way. He's like, I know. And then he's like, if he is, his mom would not accept it very well. I go, that's the problem why he hasn't been able to come out, because his mom would fucking disown him.
Well, here's the $1 million question.
Yeah.
Was Bobo the one that tipped him over the edge?
No, I think it's his whole life, dude. I think it was his whole life.
I don't know. I tell you, if you find yourself wanting to caress a grown man, a cross-eyed grown man with his nutsack, and when I make the joke, cross-eyed young man, because you said he was a little challenged. I'm just creating the image for the viewer.
He was this tall, like a little dude.
He was a little guy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It gets even better.
Yes. Oh, speaking of little people, you know who I got to get on the show? Remember this one? Boss, the plane. Remember Hervé Villachez?
I remember him. Yeah.
Fantasy Island. Yeah. I also grew up watching that show with the same cousin who I thought was gay, but that wasn't a gay show though. So we enjoyed that one together. But I loved little Hervé Villachez. Yeah, maybe because I was little.
I like Golden Girls too, but it wasn't like it was more because I watched it with my mom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, because you're not telling me something that you haven't told me yet.
Well, and I know, but if you go to the depths of it, I was always fucking, the old fucking Blatch fucking talking about getting down was a turn on. That was like a precursor to the Sears catalog. See, this is the kind of shit in those days that we dealt with. You weren't going to get your fucking phone to look at, to look at fucking donkeys banging midgets.
And I couldn't wait, donkeys banging midgets. I couldn't wait to run to the mailbox to get the Venus swimwear magazine every spring so I can go and look at the new swimwear that's coming out.
That was about as risque as it got.
I know. Yeah. Or my mom worked in the lingerie department at Eaton's for a while. That was fascinating to me. Oh, can we go visit mom at work? So I could see all the, and take home the lingerie catalogs, whoever it was. So yeah. Anyways, hey John, before you go,
Fate apparently works in screenshots now.
Because somebody found two cyclists heading toward disaster on Google Street View.
One rider on this street, one rider around that corner, both fully committed.
Then the next frame says, surprise, now they're a bicycle pretzel.
Everybody walked away fine.
Which somehow makes the internet enjoy it even more.
So John, what's crazier, the collision or the maniac mapping this like true crime?
I'm not slowing down. What did I say? I'm not slowing down.
Not slowing down. This is fucking. What's the odds of this happening? So do you get this, right? So Google Maps was driving in the neighborhood, and they caught this because you've seen the Google cars before. So they're driving, and they capture this clip of two cyclists, and as the car's driving by, it captures them fucking colliding. Like, what are the odds of that happening at that moment in time? Fascinating to me.
Well, you think with as many people are running around the fucking planet now, this shit's happening everywhere.
Yes.
But now there's so many fucking cameras. It's getting picked up more. I mean, it's crazy. What was that? We're the amount of cameras that are watching what's going on there is just fucking insane.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there's cameras everywhere, dude, and only more coming. So apparently the next set of AirPods we're getting will have cameras in them too.
People get all freaked out about this, right?
Yes.
And I say, what the fuck are you doing that you shouldn't be?
Well, yes. Although, so I agree with that. There is something to be said, though. What's the definition of privacy? Although I guess that's a whole other conversation. That again, if you're not
look at my nuts, look at my nuts.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to walk Johnny's nuts out of the lab and put them on a plate for Petro. Petro, looks like the front wheel of the white shirt bike is already bent. Yes, it is. Petro's in the lab tomorrow on our big conversation with Dr. John Petrocelli. Anderson, what are you doing today, brother? Going to go visit with Ben in a minute. Say hi to him for me.
Ben, got a nap, got a meeting with a business coach for some marketing stuff.
Nice.
Let's see here. I think I've got a client call in the afternoon. Yeah, I do have a client call in the afternoon, and then I still need to get these freaking pool filters cleaned before we get out of here. I still haven't gotten around to doing that yet.
I haven't. So why the procrastination, Mr. Anderson?
Well, I just say it's procrastination. It's just one of those things on the list that's not time sensitive. It's getting time sensitive because I'm going to leave soon, but I'm not going to take something that is, I'm not going to take, when I have things that I need to do, they're leveled by importance.
Yes, not by procrastinating.
Yeah, I mean, there was other, like the day goes, and if I've got time to get that done, I'll get it done.
Yes, right? I get you.
One of those type items. It's not like, oh, I don't want to do it. I'm going to fucking sit on the couch. No, I'm going I've got some other shit that's much more interesting to me that moves the needle forward that I'm gonna focus on.
Oh, you're not just gonna go sit on the couch, put your feet up, and be a lazy ass?
Not in this life.
No, yeah. Even when I'm up on the couch with my feet up, I got my phone, I'm doing something, I'm working, I'm thinking. Unless I'm going to bed at night, I'm not. Carter says to me, he says, Dad, because don't you burn out? I go, no, it's not called burnout. It's called resilient. It's called the boats are burning. I said, Carter's not burning out. The boats are burning. That's the difference.
So in that question, you can ask when people say that to me.
What's that?
I would say when people say something to that to me, I say, does winning burn you out?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. All right, pal, listen, you get out of here. Go enjoy your day. Go say hi to Ben for me. We talked a couple days ago, so I'm actually going to follow up with him today, see if he made some success in that task he was trying to get solved. So say hi to Ben for me. Enjoy your day, and I look forward to catching up with you in less than 22 hours. We got Petro here tomorrow, and we're going to keep the show on the road, brother.
Have a good loop, my brother.
Have a good loop, my brother. Johnny's out of here. Good morning, everybody. You're welcoming. Well, I'm back. I'm still here. Yes, I think, there we go. A little better music for us. Good morning, nation. All right. Thanks, Kai. Chikai, as I said to Kai this morning, to all my Ukrainian friends out there, Chikai. You guys know what that word means? Just like, come on, hurry up, or wait, hurry up. Chikai. Oh, is Johnny back? Oh, he is back. Oh, no, he's gone. I saw him jump in again, so I was wondering if he was back. What if he had something to say? Maybe he was not done talking about the Golden Girls yet. Okay, we got the morning focus coming up, and then we got the community corner coming up, and then we're going to wrap up the show here this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. We got Petro. Looks like that front wheel of the white shirt bike is already bent. So Petro, what you're saying was that not legit or what? I'm actually kind of curious about what you saw there that maybe we did not see with those bikes colliding. Okay, guys, I got the Morning Focus monologue, and the Morning Focus monologue today is about the future, and about the future we are building here in the lab, and about the future of what I believe is to be true, that the next great media companies, well, I think they're going to feel largely, hey, Kai, how many seconds do we got? I feel like, so here we go. The next great media companies, they're going to feel half human, they're going to feel half machine, and I'm going to tell you all about it in less than 45 seconds. Let's rock and roll.
You can feel something shifting in media right now.
Yeah, and most people are reading it completely wrong. They keep asking who AI is going to replace. Like that's the only thing that matters.
But what if it doesn't replace you? What if it makes you way more than you are right now? Like one voice suddenly showing up everywhere at once and reacting faster than any human ever could.
That's when it stops feeling like content and starts feeling like something alive.
Which is where people get uneasy.
Because now the human actually matters more, not less.
If people don't trust the center, the whole thing collapses.
So this isn't humans versus machines anymore. Keith, what does media look like when a person becomes a system?
So the next great media companies, guys, will feel half human, half machine. The value of the human is going up. True motherfucking story. So to everybody worried about AI's taking over everything, fair comment. And I'm the one perpetuating part of that conversation. But what's clear to me, especially as we started the show, and especially as I'm talking to folks who are interested in what we are doing in this brand new media company we built, MITL Studio, is that the next great media companies are going to feel half human, half machine, because that's the way the bottom line is, that's the way the economics work. Yeah, that's the way the economics work. And I think that that's going to make a lot of people uncomfortable because we're still looking at AI through the wrong lens, and the long one, but the wrong lens. Because we all think, and in my experience, that the people are thinking that, well, they're asking themselves the question is this, is will AI replace creators? No. Will AI replace hosts? No. Will AI replace writers? No. Will AI replace producers? No. Will AI replace human personality? No. But as a matter of fact, yes to all of the above. What? Let me explain. This is not the most interesting question in this situation, because the most interesting question in this situation is this. What happens? What happens? Oh, I'm going to pause on this one. Oh, I'm going to make you even want to next. I'm going to make you even longer one. What's he going to say next? Oh, this is called the hook in live conversation. What happens? Whitaker, you paying attention? I'm teaching you. What happens when personality gets amplified by intelligent systems in a way that makes media faster, deeper, stranger, more responsive, more alive, and more scalable than anything we've seen before? Well, to those of you that have been paying attention to the show for a while, you've seen it. That is the real shift. Because the future is not in this space, humans versus AI. No, it's human judgment. Yes, that's what I said. It's human judgment. We still have difficulties selecting guests for our show without humans because we want that human judgment, the human taste, the human energy, the human trust, the conviction, all amplified by systems, amplified by characters, amplified by memory, amplified by all of the live inputs, and amplified by the orchestration. But then also amplified the machines that can extend the reach, the rhythm, and the responsiveness of all of the people at the center of this whole thing we are building. The people, the Johns, the Keiths, the Kais, the Melissas, the Jimmys, the Graces, the Petrocellis, the people. That is where this is going. And once you see it, especially if you've seen this show, and as I've talking to business people about our show, investors, media executives, people out there going, what the hell have you created? I say to them, once you see this, you can't unsee it. Well, is Frankie real? No. Well, he is. He thinks he is. They're like, what do you mean he thinks he is? Well, he is real because he shows up on our show every single day. But what do you mean? I can't unsee that. Well, because the next great network is not going to look like yesterday's network. No, we're moving into new. And it won't just be building, and it will not just be a building full of cameras, control rooms, and executives deciding what gets broadcast to a passive audience. No. The passive audiences are busy listening to the podcast over there that were recorded weeks ago, months ago, back in the 80s on beta, on VHS. No, tomorrow's media companies will feel much more alive than that, just like our live morning show. More fluidity, more adaptive, more character-driven, whether it's a human or an AI character, more interactive, more personalized, more continuous. And yes, my friends, yes, you're seeing it right here with the format we've created. You will have human hosts. How do I know? Because we're part of it. We're building it. But those hosts, those human hosts, they're going to exist inside of a larger system. A system with AI characters all around them. A system with live intelligence, with memory. A system that can react in real time, something we call character engine. A system that can turn one conversation into 10 formats, 10 signals, 10 distribution paths, 10 audience touch points, and a system that never sleeps even when the humans do. That's not fake media. No, it's not even fake news. It's called evolved media. And I think this is where a lot of people out there listening to me, a lot of people out there dialing into what we are creating, that is where I think a lot of people get confused. Because they sit back and they go, it's just slop. They hear AI and they imagine this cheap replacement. They're like, all Billis is doing is making AI slop. No, actually, we're not. It's not low-cost content. You haven't seen my bills. It's not synthetic faces. You haven't seen Frankie and Tommy. It's not fake voices. You haven't heard them. And it's not soulless automation. You haven't seen the narrative arcs that they all have. And it's absolutely not mass-produced garbage designed to flood the internet. Yes, I know. All of that shit exists all over the internet. AI slop everywhere. But that is not the ceiling. Today, if you think about it, that's just the lowest form of the technology. I have no interest in that. We have no interest in that. The highest form is something else entirely that we are creating here. The highest form is when AI becomes part of the creative nervous system of what you are building, the platform, the format, not the soul, not the center, not even the source of trust. Oh, there's the T word he put on the table. Yes, it is. It's the nervous system, the extension layer, the thing that helps the woman, the thing that helps the human signal travel further, faster, and with more dimensionality than a human could do alone. That's a very different idea, nation. And that idea matters because media has always been shaped by whatever infrastructure was available. Let's go down the path. Remember radio? I do. Radio shaped the host. Think about it. We used our ears to imagine. Radio created that host in our head. And then remember the next one? Remember the next one? The television anchor. The television shaped the anchor. There's Brokaw. There's Cronkite. There's Wolf Blitzer. The anchor. And then along the way, the podcast showed up. And they shaped the long-form conversation. Rogan pioneered long-form conversationalism. Social media, well, it shaped the clipped personality and the algorithmic platform. 3 seconds here, 5 seconds there, quick hook, go. Now AI, we're watching it. AI, it's going to shape the next form of media we are creating. Not by erasing people, not by erasing you, but by changing what a media company can be. A media company, it used to be a set of people making content. No, that's not the future. The next media company will feel more like an organism, living. Part studio, part story world, something you can't even see. Part cast, an operating system underneath all of it, a network, a part intelligent layer, narrative. This, my friends, is a much, much bigger entity. And it opened up as an entirely new category of possibility. Because now one host, Keith, John, Cheryl, because now one host is not just one host. That is what all my friends in yesterday's media are missing. And that is where I get ridiculously excited about the belief that I have in what we are building and what the future of media is. Because one host, nation, one host can become a universe. A host with recurring AI personalities, a host with supporting characters, a host with memory systems, a host with live research, and a host with dynamic feedback loops because we are live. A host with production infrastructure that turns every conversation into compounding assets that don't stop. Now you know you are not just making a show. No, the media company tomorrow is building an ecosystem. And to those of you that are paying attention, you can see the ecosystem arriving around us. And ecosystems are more powerful than shows. They're formats. And that's where the IP we've created becomes so important. Because the winners in this next era will not just have content, just writing the words, just making the video. No. The winners of tomorrow will have worlds. We'll have characters with recurring patterns, inside language, audience participation with all of you. If you don't think Frankie's coming to life, if you don't think Sophia Grant's going to be on the show, if you don't think that any of our characters will be live on our show one day, you need to go smoke yourself a big fatty and ask yourself, I need to imagine. Because that's the future. Worlds with audience participation, interacting with Frankie and Tommy and all these characters that are they real or they're not really? Synthetic or not? It doesn't really matter. Worlds with memory. Worlds that blur the line between entertainment, conversation, utility, and belonging. That is not a media asset, my friends. I'm proud to tell you that this is a living network. And this is exactly why I think so many people are underestimating what is coming. Because too many of us, what I see and I talk to, are evaluating the future using the standards of yesterday. I just said to somebody yesterday, I'm building the next 50, not the last 50. They looked at me like I was fucking smoking some pretty bad weed. I'm like, no. I'm going to go roll another one up. Because they're asking whether AI content looks real enough. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm asking whether the whole structure of media is about to change because I'm leading the path. Well, all of you are debating whether a machine can initiate a person. I'm like, really? I do it every single morning. Oh, can you make characters that talk in different languages? Are you kidding me? We do it daily, 40 hours a week. I'm looking at what happens when a trusted person can suddenly operate with the scale, consistency, and responsiveness of a system. That is completely different future, you guys. Yes, there are risks. Of course there are. But again, I got the T word I'm going to throw on the table. What's that T word I'm saying? It's called trust. Because trust will matter more than ever. Disclosure will matter more than ever, and taste will matter more than ever. And that human leadership that Cheryl Whitaker talks about all the time on It Starts With Joy, 8:30 Eastern Time, every Wednesday. That leadership, it's going to matter even more. Because the more machine power enters media, the more important the human center becomes. That is the paradox that too many of us are fucking confused about. The machine expands the system nation, but the human, it still anchors the belief. Because the human over there watching wants to believe. That is why the future will not belong to faceless automation. Sure, I talk about it all the time. But people with signal, people with presence, people with a point of view, that's what you want to hear. People who know how to build worlds, not just posts. I said it months ago, don't waste your time on wasted prompts on just doing shit that doesn't have a path. What's your narrative? What are you talking about 3 months, 6 months down the road? That is the world I'm talking about. People who understand that media is no longer just content production. The value of content is nothing. No, the value of tomorrow is character, it's continuity, it's intelligence, it's response, it's memory. It is relationship architecture with the people that engage with you. That is what tomorrow's next great media companies will understand. Don't kid yourself. They will not look fully human, but they will also not look fully machine. They are going to be something entirely new. How do I know? I'm living in it. I'm creating it. Something blended, something alive, something continuous, something impossible to build in the old world, in the old model, in the model of yesterday. And the people who understand that, come knock on my door. And the people who understand that are not just going to participate in the future of media. No, they're going to define it like we are. Because the future of media, nation, the future of media will not be built by humans alone. No, the future of media will not be built by humans alone or machines alone. We're going to do it together.
We all love a good comfort zone, don't we? It's warm, it's cozy, and it's completely full of shit. Today, we are looking at the lies we tell ourselves to stay comfortable. From the toxic positivity telling you to just chant in a mirror, to the dietary cults complicating your lunch, and the convenient blame games we play at work. It's time to trade excuses for evidence. Take it away, handsome chief.
You know, every now and then I got a monologue that just resonates for me. That just can I tell you guys my workflow? Usually on the weekend I'll bang out a week of monologues. I'll just sit back and I'll put my thoughts down and I'll write them. I write them. And then I shuffle them around throughout the week, and I decide whether something goes on a Monday or a Wednesday or a Friday, and you know, every now and then I just move them around. And as I was preparing for today's, and I knew this one was coming, pretty jacked about it because well, you guys know, you guys pay attention to my show, my regulars, the people who are here all the time. I got such undeniable belief with this because we nation, Cheryl Whitaker, Jason Hewlett, Mike Sullivan, Charlie, all of you, we collectively have created this brand new format. Sure, I walked up to the table and put the first piece of paper down. Sure, I'm the guy who started the idea. But this isn't working, this isn't living if you guys aren't buying into it. So that monologue, that one's pretty important. Guys, on the Caleb Johnson show, Michael Smoke just destroyed the self-love movement, sat back at his desk, crushed up some bud, rolled it up and said, affirmations in the mirror is a crock of shit. Actually, he didn't do the bust-up shit, no. Whitaker's like, really? Yeah, just fucking crush it up, just roll it. Yeah, exactly. You don't build confidence with empty words. No, you build it up by just busting up the blunt. Yeah, you build it by stacking undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Well, listen, if anybody has any doubts about me saying not what I am, I think I show it every single day, undeniably, my proof that I am who I say I am. But according to the Caleb Johnson show, Michael says you're only 5 daily decisions away from a completely different life. Yeah. Need some evidence to back shit up. Hey, moving over to Substack, the biohacking cult is making you fatter, according to Chris V, the MD. He went nuclear on Substack about the diet industry. Yeah, who hasn't? Keto, intermittent fasting, carnivore. Well, it's all engineered to keep us confused, according to Chris, and buying supplements and trying extreme diets. Chris admitted the boring truth. Yeah, that's why this show exists. Moderation actually works. Go to bed in good time, drink a lot of water, get up before your alarm clock, don't hit the snooze button. Yeah. He says that the whole biohacking obsession might just be making men miserable. You know what? Perhaps it's hard to argue with that. You know, so it seems like if you're not biohacking, you might be missing out. You're like, oh my God, why am I not doing that? I was going through myself last week, you know, I'm doing Reddit True Time. I'm like, fuck, why am I not doing Reddit True Time? It's like, hey, Whitaker, don't you feel something? Wait, I have this FOMO for biohacking. Hey, Dwayne, you're like, or Petro. It's like, everybody's biohack. Fuck, maybe I should be doing it too. So I somewhat agree with Chris. It's like, man, everybody's just saying this, saying that. Here's what I've decided. I'm just going to eat my good whole foods. I'm going to get sleep on time. I'm going to make lots of love to my wife because I love her like a fucking motherfucker so I can live forever. Yeah, it's going to do those basic things, man. Eat, sleep, love my wife, repeat. That's my biohacking. Eat, sleep, love my wife, repeat. There you go. That's the trick from the Handsome Chief today. Eat, sleep, love your wife. Boom, repeat. Boom, boom. Hey, LinkedIn, Joe Henderson. No relation to Ricky. Woo, baby. He says true strength isn't crushed by Cheerios. Actually, no, he said chaos. It's eroded when we abandon responsibility in a high-pressure environment. The moment you point a finger, you delay progress. I agree. What do real leaders do? Hey, Whitaker, what do real leaders do? They own their mistakes. The ultimate test of resilience is what? It's not just surviving the storm. It's maintaining absolute ownership when it's the hardest to do so. So, guys, if you're failing or if you're calling a failure a definitive, stop outsourcing it. Maybe it's time to go look in your mirror. Yeah, maybe it's time to go look in the mirror. True story. All right, Maya, it's time for you to look in the mirror because speaking of daily habits and that undeniable proof, Maya, if you had to drink a raw liver smoothie, yeah, true story. What? If you had to drink a raw liver smoothie every morning to keep your job? Oh, fuck. Hey, Maya, you want to keep your job? Hey, Maya, if you had to keep your job, I want you to drink a raw liver smoothie every morning So here's the question though. How much hot sauce are we talking?
Oh, Chief, there is not enough hot sauce in the world to make me drink a liver smoothie.
I'd rather take my chances with unemployment. But seriously, Smock is right. Momentum isn't magic, it's reps. So pick one thing you've been avoiding, drop the excuses, and go build some undeniable proof. One excuse out, one action in. See you tomorrow, fellas.
So good, so good, so good. To those of you paying attention, if you missed my monologue, go back and listen to it because that monologue has something to do with that whole ending there. Yeah, Keith and Maya. Keith real, Maya real, or not? Keith not real, Maya not real. Who's real? Who's real in this situation? Am I AI or am I real? Is Maya real or is Maya not real? Right? So when I'm having a conversation with Liver with Maya, how's that work? Is she listening to me? Are we having a conversation? Good job, team. Kai, fucking great job. Melissa, great job, guys. I know Neiman's gone, but good job on that one. That was awesome. Hey, guys, deep dive recap today. Why you're choosing the wrong people and how to know. Yes, we had that conversation myself and John today. We had a lot of fun happening on today's show. Hey, today at 5 p.m. Eastern time, go check out Jason Hewlett's show. He's live today at 5 o'clock. And tomorrow we're bringing back the doc himself, Dr. John Patricelli, for another bullshit or no bullshit session. I always love those sessions with Petro. On Friday. Until, guys, what are you doing for the next 22 hours? Are you believing? Are you believing? Yes, believe. Guys, we'll see you in less than 22. Where? Right here. Live, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Mornings.live on The Big Show. Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Get me out of here, Kai.